Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It's Jennifer. Good morning. My name's Jennifer, and welcome. It is Thursday, October 10th, 2024. My name is Jennifer Cotton. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas, and that means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So good morning and welcome. Thank you for being here, whether it's your first time or you're coming back. I have cat hair in my nose now. I was trying to get my cat Brittany up here to say good morning to y'all, and of course she got freaked out. Like, why are you asking me to join this video? Anyway, but that was Brittany. So good morning, welcome. Thank you for being here. Sue, first one over on YouTube. Good morning. Typical fall day in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The colors are looking great. Love that. Lori in Minnesota liked and shared. Mary Jo, good morning. Hope everyone is safe this morning. Definitely Mary Jo in everywhere, but especially in Florida, specifically this morning. Yes. Sue, good morning. Yes, I'm looking forward to bingo tonight as well. Terry, good morning. Listening as you travel. Nice. Martha, good morning to me and you, Brittany. Oh, she left. Yeah, she left the room. Hilda, good morning. Mary Ann, good morning. Landa, good morning. Martha, thanks for sharing this video. Rosemary, good morning. And Linda, good morning. And Mansfield, good to see you again. Okay, so as you come on, please say hi. You will be entered to win the cards I'm going to make today. Where did I put it? Out of this bundle, Reindeer Fun. So you'll be entered just by commenting on the video. Literally, you can say whatever you want on YouTube and Facebook, and including on replay. Now, I do want to warn y'all, today's video is probably going to be longer than normal because I'm going to show all the new stuff that I got and some that Landa got from the online exclusives. I have it all right here ready to go on my little rolling table. And I'm going to do my usual stuff, and I'm going to stamp at the end. So longer video, make sure you know how to get back to this video in case you have to leave and come back. You can always watch replay. And during replays, you can pause and rewind and all that stuff. And again, if you're watching the replay, make a comment. That will get you entered to win these cards that I will eventually be making. Also, let me remind you, find this thing to put up here, that on the YouTube replay, I will add timestamps into the description, which is below. You'll click more or show more. You'll be able to open up that full description, which you can do right now, which has lots of helpful information and links in it. But later I will add the timestamp so you can skip around. You can go straight to online exclusives, straight to video, card number 1 or whatever. So I'll do that. And then tomorrow I'll add a link over here in the corner that takes you straight to my blog, stamptherapist.com, where you can go to find information like what are the upcoming events, what are the dates, what are the deadlines, Stampin' Up! Specials, my ordering special, the cards I showed on videos, etc. So all that, stamptherapist.com, how to contact me. It's all there. So any information you need, usually just go to stamptherapist.com. You still may need to contact me after that for a link or a more specific question, but in general, that's your hub, stamptherapist.com. Okay. Shirley, good morning. Thanks for sharing. Let me go back a little. Carmen, good morning. You were the first one for something recently, yesterday, Karma. Thelma, good morning. Linda in Idaho. Yes, the kitty. Saving video and watching and having breakfast. Love it, Linda. Tell your husband good morning. Thelma, thank you for sharing. Speaking of that, I forgot to say, so you get entered for commenting. But everything helps me if you like, comment, share, thumbs up, subscribe, follow, all that stuff helps. So thank you very much. But if you share the video, just like Thelma and Shirley and other people, comment that you shared So I will know to enter you again for the cards. So that you can have up to 2 entries to win those cards. Sandy, good morning. Sunny Marshville, Wisconsin. We are to see 70 today, maybe for the last time this year. Well, we're going to get up to 90 today in where I live in Texas. Shirley, anything you want? What did I ask Shirley? I forgot. Anyway, yeah, somebody said typical fall day earlier, and I meant to say, yeah, it's a typical fall day here in Texas too. 90 degrees, no big deal. We started out at 60 where I am, and it'll be up to 90. Carol, good morning to you. Emily, good morning. Love this bundle and have made several cards from it. Can't wait to see what I come up with. Thank you, Emily. Sorry, I'm getting my names mixed up. I also have made several cards with this bundle. These are not the ones I'm making today. I'm going to show this later, but I've made all those. Or I don't know if I've made all those. I've made a bunch of those and summer swaps. I thought this one had another one. Oh, I forgot. Oh, yeah, a couple of tags here. This is one of my display boards. Anyway, so yes, it is a super fun bundle to work with. Okay, Mary Jo, good morning. Reindeer crack is so yummy. Yes, Mary Jo, but I didn't make it, but thank you. April is even if it's not really cooking, if it involves food, I'm like, April, will you do that? She doesn't mind food related stuff. I'm like, ugh, it's so much trouble. But my husband ate my reindeer crack last night. That is a food. That sounded really bad, but he ate that last night. I have the empty container somewhere because I can't eat some of the foods in there. But anyway, I wanted to eat all those Hershey's Reese's peanut butter cups. So that was a retreat gift that we gave out. If anyone is like, what are y'all talking about? Okay, Susan, every family and all are okay. Good to hear, Susan. Florida hurricane passed as you live near Orlando. Susan, I didn't know you live near Orlando. One of my favorite places to visit. Rhonda, good morning. Pam, good morning. Thank you for sharing. Dee, good morning. Cindy, good morning. Good to see you again. Thanks for sharing. Cynthia, good morning. Hilda, your heat is on, Hilda. Whoa, that's crazy. We still do have the air conditioning going full strength here at my house. Joyce, good morning. Sandy, snow flurries by the weekend, Sandy? Oh my goodness. Becky, good morning. It starts getting crazy with the different weathers when we start getting into fall and winter to me. Reindeer crack is, April was going to share the recipe over on the Simply Spoiled Retreats Facebook group. And so I don't know exactly what was in it, but I know it had the little mini Reese's peanut butter cups. It had white sugar? White powdered sugar. Like, I don't know if there were pretzels. There was some like crunchy stuff and other things. Like Mary Jo might be able to tell us what was in it. But she was going to share that recipe. Yes, the struggle is real, Hannah. Anyway, because everybody was loving it. It's so good. And then it's like, you can call it reindeer food because it's Christmas themed, and you can package it up in little things that are reindeer designed, like what we're doing today, and call it reindeer crack. It's super cute. Little gifts to give out during the holidays. Becky, good morning. Julie, good morning. Lori, yes. So Lori, hopefully I answered that, but I don't know if April posted that recipe yet, but head over there. We can all peer pressure her into posting the recipe in Simply Spoiled Retreats Facebook group. Thank you, Joyce. I have about 10 or more display boards like that, at least 10. They're all stacked over here, but ask my helpers. We run out of room to put them up at my events. Julie's going to make cards with me. Yay, just got this set. Lori, good morning. Okay, I'm talking a lot on these comments today, but we have a lot of comments. Okay, so let's get started with events. So I do Stampin' Up as a full-time business. And so I offer lots of events that anyone can attend around the United States. Anyone can take my events. They're all offered to go. Some are in person. And then anyone can take the tutorials in the world. That's Stampin' Up policies. So all of my events that you take are going, wrong graphic, are going to include a PDF tutorial, step-by-step written instructions with measurements. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible unless otherwise stated. You may need to own the featured bundle dies, and then we cut and emboss everything else. You cut your own designer paper and or kit components. If they are included with the fee, like you get a half a pack of designer paper, you'll trim that down yourself, for example. Again, tutorials only for every event, so register for that during the registration period, although I'm slowly working on building a tutorial store back up in my online blog. I'm sorry, in the blog. I have one there right now, but anyway, that's going to be a slow thing. Yay, Susan, all safe in Florida near Orlando. And what else? Tutorials. Yeah, register for those during the event registration time. Okay, I think I said it all. And then let's talk about what's coming up. So here we go. Basically, the recipe: Chex cereal. I forgot about that because I can't eat grains. So anyway, M&Ms, mini Reese's, pretzels. Yes, powdered sugar, and I have no idea what else, but delicious. That's a pretty good idea of what comes in it. Thank you, Mary Jo. Hey, Xana, good morning. Yes, you missed it. It's delicious. Susan, we survived the hurricane. Woohoo. Okay, so events. First are my 4 monthly classes. I do it every single month. Card class, scrapbook class, Stamp-A-Stack class, sampler class. October 19th in person in DeSoto, Texas. So if you're local, you can attend in person, or they will be ready to mail by October 21st. They will go out in the mail on October 21st if you take it to go. The first two, card and scrapbook, are $20 or free with a $20 order. So great deal. So for example, these are last month's card class cards. You make 4 cards. We cut all the designer paper pieces you need. We emboss, I think, that's a specialty paper, but we would like die cut this. We provide this. You can't see it because of my glare, but that's a specialty paper. We would have die cut, not these leaves because you need to stamp first, but we would have die cut these leaves for you, cut this designer paper. The background is embossed here. Again, hard to see because of my envelopes and whatever with this camera today. You get the point of what all we do for you, and then you stamp and assemble. So that's cards, 4 cards. This month, we're using Autumn Expressions Bundle and Playful Ghost. So a couple of fall cards, a couple of Halloween cards. Super cute. And I haven't made them yet, but they're going to be super cute. Register for that class by October 19th while supplies last. 4 cards. $20 free with a $20 order. By the way, all the links for all these events that are set up will go out today at 1 p.m. Central. Make sure you join my email newsletter. You can click right up here in Facebook and join it right now. Right down here in YouTube and join it right now. Okay, scrapbook class, same price, $20 free with a $20 order. 3 12 by 12 pages. I don't have my samples over here from last month, but 3 for $20. So this month we're doing, read my notes, fall and Christmas. So we'll do 2 fall pages, fall themed, using the Autumn to Remember stamp set and of course designer paper and stuff. And then 1 12 by 12 of Christmas decorative trees bundle. And then in November, we'll make page 2 to that one, plus 2 more Christmas pages. So it's a continuous class that the theme continue, the seasonality continues. So we go from summer, back to school, summer, generic, to getting into the fall holidays. We just did Halloween, then we do fall, then we do 4 pages for Christmas every year, 2 double page layouts. Then New Year, Valentine, and it goes seasonally, and then throughout the year when there's a blank time, I'll throw in birthday or generic. So you can make a full 30-something page album by the end of the year if you take all my scrapbook classes. Okay, that's my plug on that. Sign up by October 19th. It is while supplies last. We only cut a select number, When we sell out, we sell out. And yes, you can take those to go, but sometimes you need more stamps for that. So just keep that in mind, especially on scrapbook. Sometimes I'll add stamps in, like I'll throw in a little image from here, a splatter from there, whatever. Okay, the next two events that I do every single month without fail are my subscription clubs, Stamp-A-Stack and Sampler. They are join or register by October 13th. So yes, you can take it as a single. I still have cat hair all over my face. That's why I keep scratching. I had the cat in my arms when I started the video, and there's a lot of hair. You can take the class as a single for $37. It includes over $20 in merchandise. Or you can subscribe to the club, only pay $35. You can cancel at any time. After 6 consecutive months, you get a gift from me. And we do occasional gifts almost every month. I don't know if we'll have one this month yet, to be honest. It just depends on our time. We have a issue. But like last month, we gave a little tissue holder thing. The month, I don't remember in order, but we've given calendars, like little desk calendars. We've given in the past this little, and these are extra gifts that everybody in club gets, not after 6 months. What is this called? An embossing folder guide. At the time, we did every current embossing folder. We've given punch guides, food, candy, you name it. Okay. Anyway, so join my clubs. There's no risk. You can cancel at any time. You get an email every single month from PayPal that's like, your thing just charged. Click here to cancel it. It's simple. And I don't get mad if you cancel. But anyway, hey, Angelique, good morning. Margaret, good morning in North Carolina. Hold on, my thing is blocking. Good to see you, Angelique and Margaret. Okay, so that was about the clubs. They're both the same price. Now, one is Sampler, 12 by 12 framed art. This month is changing leaves, so it will be fall themed. This is the one from last month. So imagine this framed, hanging in your house or giving it as a gift to somebody. These frames are, I think, about $8 each. Well, that's not the exact frame I get now because they don't sell that one anymore. But I have a link on my blog in the events page to take you to some frames on Michael's that are about, I think, $8 each because you get two. They are shadow boxes. Anyway, imagine this in that frame because you can just switch it out. Like just pop that off the wall, pop the back out, put a new 12 by 12 piece in. There's another past one. I do it every single month. So, in fact, let me just set this right here on my little shelf and give you another idea there. So that's what the sampler is. You get over $20 in merchandise. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything we can. You cut the designer paper and put it together with the PDF. And then Stamp-A-Stack is 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. And I'm making those on today's video. So you'll get to see all 4 today. You need to sign up for these 2 classes by Sunday or register for the club by Sunday. Either one. It's fine. Do what you want. But Sunday is the deadline. And then, you will get to make those projects. Now, I have a bonus sampler this month. Hardly anybody signed up for it, which is perfectly fine. But I'm like, am I putting this out there enough? It is the Halloween sampler. And let's be honest, I forgot to do it last month. I flat out forgot. So I'm doing a Halloween sampler with the Potions and Spells bundle this month. You can sign up by Sunday. It's not part of the club. It's just an additional add-on that you can add. Or anyone can just take, I only want the Halloween sampler. Or if you're a club member, you can add on the Halloween sampler, whatever. By the way, all 4 of these classes, I combine shipping, and you can only pay 1 shipping for this month, 5 classes if you took all 5. I'm just saying. And they all get sent out at the same time. All right. So bonus Halloween sampler, Potions and Spells. You can register for that with the 4 monthly classes link, which will be in my email today at 1 p.m. Central. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. Not sure if I'm being clear. 12 by 12, Lori, not always can be made into an 8 by 8 unless you shrink everything down. That one could have, because I just designed it differently. But let me give you an example here. We did this a previous month. That would be hard to, you could, I'm not saying it's impossible. That would be more difficult to modify down to an 8 by 8. So everybody has their creativity, and I guess you would do it by removing some of the squares to make it an 8 by 8, right? You wouldn't do 9. And they're usually squares. These are not, but they're squares. My squares are usually 3 by 3. Okay. So if anybody wants that info, like Lori just asked, hopefully that helps. They're usually 3 by 3. This month they were just smaller. And sometimes I do it completely different, where we have a big 6 by 6 square in a corner. Like, it just, I can't guarantee you can change it to 8 by 8 without getting super creative. Okay. I like the 12 by 12 personally, but I know a lot of people that do those 8 by 8s. What's her name? Yolanda just showed us one at my holiday catalog kickoff event, and it was gorgeous. Okay. I need to speed up. Sneak peek. Okay, I have a class coming very soon with Alejandra. It's going to be released by the end of this month, and you'll have a chance to sign up. It's to go only online. You'll stamp and assemble at home, and it'll be mailed at the beginning of November. You're going to make 12 cards, 4 designs, 3 of each. 12 cards, 4 designs, 3 of each. It's going to include product with your fee, and I have 2 of the designs here to sneak peek you. We're going to use for our words, I didn't write it down. What's the name of this set? I'm going to have to look in my drawer. I put it away, I think. I just can't think of the name. It's in the mini catalog. It's all words. No, is it? Yeah, this one. Greetings of the Season. We're going to use that bundle, so you would need that bundle to complete the cards the way we've done them, including the dies, which are a bunch of tags. You're going to, this is 2 of the designs, but remember, you're going to make 12 cards, 4 designs, 3 of each. So here's one of the designs. And here's one of the designs. Now, this class is going to include, not in the box though, this kit, which is this kit right here. Called, I know the name, Rustic Christmas Countdown Kit. But you're not going to make the countdown. You won't have supplies left to make the countdown. You're going to make cards. You will have stuff left over, but not to make a 24 numbers countdown. Now, so the class is coming. You can register soon. Just put it down. I'm going to register for Jennifer's class with Allie. I don't know what we're going to call it. It's using the Rustic Countdown and some other stuff. I don't know the name of this class. However, if you don't want to take that class, get this kit while it's on sale. It is on sale right now, the Rustic Christmas Countdown Kit, and that's what it makes. Look at that. It comes with, I don't think we're using these in our class. You're going to get all these clothespins, which are very useful in crafting, like when you need to hold stuff together to glue and stuff. Anyway, it is on sale right now, this kit, and we're including the sale price, of course, in our class pricing. So that's the class coming very soon. You're going to make 12 gorgeous Christmas cards. When it comes out, sign up. Be ready. Be ready. It might be limited, honestly, due to those kits. We've ordered a select number of kits. It might be limited if the kits run out. Okay. Hope that sounds exciting. Okay, Rhonda said, instructions for everybody on samplers. To make an 8 by 8, cut 1/4 inch off each square and make margins smaller. That works on most. I need to write this down, Rhonda. Text that to me because I can include that in my instructions too. It's a great tip, but I might forget the 1/4 inch thing. Thank you, Rhonda. Very helpful. Lori, did you hear that? Tyra, good morning. Okay, so I told you about the class with Allie. Next up, craft along. I am doing a craft along this month as I promised, but I haven't designed it yet. I'm gonna, knock on wood, try to design that today or tomorrow or Saturday. I literally wrote down in my crazy calendar, design craft along Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. Just depends. I have a bingo tonight. I have a team incentive tomorrow night on Zoom, both on Zoom. And then I have my all those monthly classes I told you all about. The only one that's designed is Stamp a Stack. So I have all that to do by Sunday. Anyway, either way, you should sign up for my craft along. This is where during this weekly video on October 24th, the cards I make, you can get the packet mailed to you early and make them along with me. So it's a lot of fun. I'm using the Snowy Wonder Bundle. The event has been posted in my VIP Facebook group. Search for Jennifer, I always forget the name. Jennifer, let me look it up. Hold. I have to get out of my darn other profile in Facebook, my business profile. One moment. I'm glad y'all can't see my face right now. VIP. It is called Jennifer's VIP Stampin' Up customer group. That's what it's called. Go over there. You can sign up for the craft along right now, or you can sign up in the 1 p.m. email today. Scroll to the bottom for all my links, or an email's going out tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Okay, so craft along is 4 cards. It includes some product, and you get to craft along with me. So order that. I will have all, because I didn't write them down, I'll have all those details in the email over in the group, everything, deadlines. I think Monday is the deadline though. Okay, that's the craft along. It is coming. And 2 of you have signed up already. Thank you very much. You know who you are if you signed up already. Because I just posted it last night. Okay, bingo is coming in December. I might use decorative trees. I'm still deciding what to use for that, but it will be Christmas themed bingo in December. So mark your calendars for that. I forget the date. It might be like December 10th because I didn't write it down. Let's see if the 10th is a Thursday. It might be the 12th. That sounds more right. It might be December 12th. Okay. Don't forget, we offer in-person retreats March and August 2025. Join us, Temple, Texas, April McCrite, and me, and a lot of other cool people. You'll get to make new friends or see your old friends. Rocking our retreats, Temple, Texas. You can participate in our optional card swap. You can use April and my stuff. You can get a optional add-on massage. You get meals. You get gifts from us like reindeer crack, but we're not going to give that again. But we gave reindeer crack last time. 10 or more make and takes where we supply the stuff if you attend in person, a bed to sleep on, an 8.5-foot table, ample lighting. It's like daylight in there even at midnight. You want to go. We will offer that to go though. I have not used Sentimental Christmas yet, Lori. I just got that one in about a week or 2 ago, and I know it will be offered in a class that I'm doing with Genevieve in November, a camp. However, other than that, we'll see when I use it. So I have not used that one yet. Lori says, yes, it must be a 2-inch square. All right. So yeah, I guess you just make it smaller. It just depends on what design is inside it, if it's too big on the sampler. Bingo is in December, Lori. If you're asking, for bingo. Oh, I see what you're saying. Maybe we'll see. I'm probably going to do like gift packaging. So that's why I was thinking the trees, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. So we got the retreats. Cruise is another type of retreat April and I offer. It is a week-long retreat on a boat in the Caribbean with unlimited food, all you can eat, unlimited crafting, because you can go down there 24/7 into this craft room. Let me get these pictures up. You get a gift every day. You get surprises. You get to play an optional bingo, like add-on. You get a t-shirt. You get to meet cool people. You get There's the crop room. This will be the exact same room that we'll be in again this year on Harmony of the Seas out of Galveston, Texas. You'll get a bag. There's the optional card swap. There's some of the food that we have in the room on select days and times. But all you have to do is walk up to deck 5 and get unlimited food, or go to one of the restaurants that are free included, or go to a dining room. Like, if you've never been on a cruise before and you don't know, you will never starve. You will never starve. They even are really great with special diets, like me. There's the room. You get half a table. On the right, you see the class tables designated or dedicated to classes, so you can come in 24/7 and work on your classes at your leisure. This cruise includes 6 classes, self-paced. Oops, and that's about the cruise. So January 26, 2025, or you can now sign up for January 25th, 2026. Either one. Sign up. Register now. Links in the 1 o'clock email for all of this stuff. The only thing I don't have a link for yet is the class with Allie, because we haven't set it up yet. Everything else has a link. You can register now or go get more details about it. All right, let's move on to specials. Yay, Sue! Sue says, I signed up for the craft along finally. Of course, no problem. I don't expect people to sign up for everything, every time, all the times. Okay, Julie, thanks for sharing. I was like, what was I going to say? Julie, thanks for sharing. Okay, specials. So I am going to show y'all all my new product coming up real quick here. I mean, I say that, but I have a bunch of show and tell first. Then I'll show you my new product. And what I want to say about that new product is starter kit special. Join Stampin' Up. Join my team right now, and you can get 155 in any current merchandise you want, including this new stuff I'm going to show you. Plus, not plus, you only pay $99 and get free shipping. The kit always has free shipping. So $99 plus tax. Choose up to 155. Pay $99 plus tax. Now, if you paid $155, you would also pay tax. First of all, shipping on that, 11%. Then you'd pay tax. They also throw in a past paper pumpkin kit, which is a full $25 value kit. So if you bought that, you'd pay for that plus tax. If you add all that up, I don't have my number over here because I'm not smart, but it's over $200 and something dollars. Where do I have this written down? I'm going to look it up real quick. I have it in my team newsletter because, of course, I told my team all about that. I'm going to write it down on here for next time. This value. I'm searching in my $216. Instead, let me write it down. $216. That's with Texas tax rate. I'll just write it down with my little pen that Tammy gave me at retreat. $216 value based on my tax rate where I live here in Texas. Yours, so you might save a few bucks if you live somewhere where you don't pay taxes or they're cheaper. Otherwise, that's the value that you would literally pay me to order it. But you'll only pay $99 plus tax. Do you have to then sell? No. Do you have to then buy? No. Can you get a discount? Yes. All the stuff. So, definitely consider that if you're not already a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Okay, so there's that. Also, I want to remind you that today is October 10th. Every month, the 10th is the last day. I'm trying to see if I have a paper pumpkin kit over here. Of course I don't. The 10th is the last day to subscribe to our monthly craft box in the mail. I keep looking. Why don't I have one? It's because I cleaned up a tiny bit. It is literally a box like some kits I'm about to show you that comes to your house. So if you subscribe, which is never mind, not the only way to get it, but if you subscribe, this box comes to your house every month with a surprise kit inside to make cards, or usually it's cards, but sometimes it's little gift things or like journals and scrapbooks. Usually it's cards though. And the box comes to your house. It includes a stamp set every time. It includes ink every time. And it is all inclusive every time, meaning the only thing you have to add pretty much is scissors to cut, ribbon down. Otherwise, it has the adhesive. It has it all. Now, if you have never subscribed before with a particular email address, you can get 40% off your first one. It's normally $25 plus tax only. The $25 includes shipping, so it's an incredible deal to get a stamp set, a whole kit, instructions, and everything you need to make all the projects. So today's the last day to subscribe. If you want to get the kit for October, which matches the Nest of Christmas suite in the holiday catalog, the code is holiday40 to get that discount. And if the email address you use has never been associated with Paper Pumpkin, you will get that discount. One-time discount. And then once your card is charged, wait until your credit card has been charged. If you choose to cancel, you can, but you might want to stay active and see what else is going on. I'm going to look at my file, which I should have loaded as a graphic for y'all, but I'll just tell you, November is going to be stockings and tags, and there's a tiny sneak peek of a red and like vanilla looking stocking shape tag, I assume. And December says it includes scalloped card bases. Okay. And it shows some vellum leaves and some kind of gold looking embellishment and a blackberry bliss background. So we get a little sneak peeks of what's coming. Sort of. But anyway, so those are the next two coming up after the October one. All right. Any questions on this stuff? Let me know. By the way, if you want to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, please use my link provided right now in this video description. It'll get added on Facebook as soon as I'm done with the video. It's already there in YouTube, and that will link you to me. Okay. What else is on special? Kits. All of our kits, every single kit we sell, which are always while supplies last, by the way, are up to 30% off. This includes the 2 new kits that just came out, which I'm going to show you today. A Look Back is on sale for $22.50. Alpine Air is on sale for $19.80. But every single kit we currently sell is up to 30% off. So make sure you go to my online store and check out the kits collection. You'll see the sale prices right there. By the way, you can include the kits in your starter kit order. Pick 155, including things that are on sale and discounted and clearance rack and all that stuff. Don't forget, I put the dies, punches, and designer paper index for you over on my blog, stamptherapist.com. You can print this off and you can have all these pages from our annual catalog that show you every single designer paper and specialty in this book, every single set of dies, and every single punch. I have mine just sitting in the back of my catalog. That's over on the blog, stamptherapist.com. Oh, and I have an order special too, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. All right, I'm ready to point the camera down, show you some fun show and tell stuff. I just got random stuff here, and then we'll look at the new online exclusives, and then we'll get started stamping. If you missed it at the beginning, I said today's video will be longer than normal. You might want to, right now, run and get a coffee, a Coke, a water, whatever you want, and settle in, or make sure you know how to get back to this video if you have to leave. Thank you, Tyra. By the way, please feel free to click the little heart or the like. I'm going to click it right now. If y'all can, I don't know if y'all can see it on my iPad, the heart or the like over on Facebook, thumbs up next to the live chat on YouTube. That will help my stuff in Facebook. And yeah, just feel free, please. Okay, I'm going to point the camera down. It's going to look just like a hot mess like usual. But I got some stuff here. So I'm just going to show it randomly. Random stuff. First of all, I showed you last week some of the gifts that people gave us at retreat. And this was one of the things in the bag from Tammy that was buried down in there in tissue paper. And I just wanted to show it because it's so adorable. It's this cute little bowl. April and I gave this bowl at a previous retreat. This is a jewelry dish that we gave, and everybody loved it. And they were using it for dimensionals, trash, collecting little pieces for projects, all kinds of stuff. I've used mine already to put water in for watercoloring. And I thought Tammy's gift that she gave April and I was a similar type gift. Like you can use it for crafting as well. So thank you, Tammy. She gave us a bunch of other stuff. But anyway, so I wanted to show y'all that because it was buried in there. And remember, if you remember, I was saying, what did Stella give us? What did Stella give us? Well, I had put it in the bag with Tammy's stuff. I found it. She gave us this light, which she said, look, her purpose in giving us that was at the retreat. She remembered people looking for the previous retreat, looking for stuff under their tables, and it was dark under there and they couldn't find it. So she gave us this gift with a purpose so that we could have a little flashlight on us at retreat. So thank you, Stella. Super awesome. So I didn't want to leave Stella hanging. And just a reminder, this was on the front of the gift bag that Tammy gave me in April. And look, here we go. And that is a stamp we sell. It's a stamp. It's called Thanking You, I believe. Thanking You, I think. And it's in the annual catalog. And that's one stamp. That's how big it is. This is the biggest circle die. It's over 5 inches. It's about 5 inches, that circle die in the deckled circles. That's a stamp. Okay. What is this? That's from my team meeting. This is from team meeting. My order special. Okay, let me just show these. So what is this? Oh no, this is a card I got from Linda, a team member. And she gave me a card. Thank you, Linda. We had some team events this past weekend with World Card Making Day and our monthly team gathering. We offered it in person. And so thank you, Linda, for this gorgeous card, which I can now put on display because it's Autumn Expressions Bundle. Thank you, Linda, and for the sweet note. And then at our team meeting, we did our make and takes. So everybody got to do this if they attended live, and if they were long distance or couldn't attend, they could take these to go for only $10 plus shipping. So those are the make and takes using the Humble Home Bundle. So that's another thing. The team meeting was $10 for the whole in-person thing, including these make and takes and the rental and, whatever, prizes, all the stuff. And by the way, my to-go people, of course, have an option where they can get entered to win prizes as well. My virtual people. Okay, so team meeting. And then we had a swap, and we had more people swap than usual. The team is close to 200 people, but usually about 8 swap, 5 to 8. But we had a big swap because we had a big in-person event. So let me show you all these swaps. Y'all, do I know which one won? Nope. Oh, yes, I do. This was the winner. Let me just show it first. This was Linda's. Everybody at the meeting got to vote. And so they voted on the winner. Look at the detail on this. Oh, my goodness. So cute. As usual, I haven't looked at these closely yet because I've been going since the meeting. But this was Linda Harrell. And that is an adorable card, Linda. I'm going to put my little 3D or my fun fold today to shame. This is from, I don't know who it's from. Oh my gosh. See? I haven't even looked at these closely. Well, no name on the back, but that's one of the card swaps from our team meeting. This one is from, let's see, Sandy Miller. Gorgeous. This one is Elaine. Look at those flowers she made out of circles. That's a deckled circles dies again. Elaine, sorry. Elaine. Alejandra. Yes, Lori. Crafters are very thoughtful gift givers. I like the background, the embossing folder she used on there. Hey, Tyra, thanks for liking and sharing. Super cute from Alejandra. And then Dawn. So pretty. I love pink. Awesome swap there from Dawn. Dorothy, let's see what this one does. It must do something. I'm guessing. Oh, see, I didn't even know that was a Halloween card. They have these on display at the meeting, by the way, for everybody to vote. Like she would have it laying out like that. Mine just gets sent home with me this way. And I usually don't even have time to go back there and look at them. I don't vote since I give out the prize. Yolanda did this one, and I do want to show it. It's similar to the type of card we're going to make. One of the cards I'm going to make today in the, whatever this is called, the fold. But gorgeous Halloween card, great coloring there. That's Yolanda. Adele. This one actually goes like that. Boom, boom. Friend. Love it. It's like wider on the sides. I don't know if that was her intention, but you could even put like a pouch of, cocoa mix or something in there. This is from Mary Ann. And last but not least, no name. Sorry, no name, but gorgeous. So there we go. Okay, so team meeting swaps. When you participate in swaps with Stampin' Up, you get back one of every sample. I mean, some swaps are a little different, but in this one, everybody who participated got every single card in here. So that's why we do it. We get those ideas to copy, to share, whatever. Okay, also, after the team meeting, we had our World Card Making Day event. So everybody who attended got this cute little basket. And then inside was some supplies they would need for their cards. They also received a full kit of the Christmas Wishes kit. And then they received a packet to make 4 cards out of this stuff, plus some of the supplies from the kit. So they were able to complete 3 of the cards that the kit makes. This is called Christmas Wishes. It is on sale right now. Let me look up the price for you. You can buy the Christmas Wishes kit. Let me make sure it's still available there while supplies last. Christmas Wishes is $20.70. It makes 8 cards, 4 and 4. They have the inside on both cards. They come with these gold envelopes and these stickers to put on the envelopes. The stickers are separate. Yeah, see, I didn't put all my stickers on. So this kit, first of all, you can buy it right now, $20 plus tax and shipping. But these are the alternative cards they made using elements from the kit plus whatever I cut up. And actually, Scott cut it for me, but that's another story. So that was World Card Making Day. I just wanted to share that with you. By the way, Stampin' Up's World Card Making Day video was awesome. They showed us a sneak peek of a new kit that comes out in November that we're all extremely excited about. It's a watercolor kit, and y'all just keep your eye out in November. Order that kit as soon as it comes out before it sells out. It's going to include watercolor pencils. It's awesome. By the way, Linda Mansky, who's on here right now, gave us a Breast Cancer Awareness Month bookmark. Thank you, Linda, for that. She gave everybody at the event one, as far as I know. Sorry if you didn't get one, but I think she did. Because she asked me if she could pass them out, and I was like, of course. So yeah, and yes, Tyra, thank you. I'm glad you like those cards. Where did I just put them? Anyway, did I not? I don't want them in here. Yep, I don't want them in there. This is my display kit for my events. Okay, so that was that. Boom. World Card Making Day, great success. Oh, I was going to say, so hopefully y'all registered for World Card Making Day with Stampin' Up. Because if you did, I'm actually going to save that and do it later. If you did, you would receive an email coupon code. Only if you registered with Stampin' Up, you received an email coupon code from Stampin' Up. I'm going to do these other ones first. For $5 off an upcoming order. So if you did register with Stampin' Up, not with me, with Stampin' Up, if you registered and you did not receive that email, check your spam, contact Stampin' Up, etc. Thank you, Linda. I'm glad you're loving all the cards I'm sharing. I'm going to add this on my screen just because I am. I can scooch you up a little bit. Okay, so October 1st, Stampin' Up released a ton of new product to demonstrators first, as they almost always do. So we get to order first to hopefully avoid back orders and get it ready. You know, if you do this as a business, you can be having your classes ready early, all the stuff. Like there's reasons we can order early. There's limits, and we can't be ordering 50 of everything. Like it's literally limit 1 stamp set, 1 non-consumable, and 2 consumables per demo. So that we don't run out of stuff. Although something already did run out, but more is coming in October. Don't worry. Before the customer ordering starts. Where is mine? It's the color wheel. Where's mine? Yeah. This color wheel, Color Coach, is temporarily not orderable, but it's coming back in October. Let me look at the date for y'all. Don't worry. It was obviously more popular than they even knew it would be. Color Coach, October 14th. That's like in 4 days, which that's an estimated date, but hopefully that's correct. Okay. Also, I'm going to go to the Stampin' Up website for myself. Menu. If you're a demonstrator, menu, what's new, shop all. If you do that, menu, what's new, shop all, and then I change it to view 90 products at a time, you'll see all of the newest stuff that was released for us, which in this case is the online exclusives. Okay, so Color Coach is coming. OMG, I just accidentally closed that doggone window. Anyway, coming back soon. I think it's $12. I have to relog into Stampin' Up because I literally closed the window. I clicked X instead of minimize. Okay, so then in addition to the Color Coach, we have all these products we can order right now. So let me pull back up my inventory status, menu, what's new, shop all. I'm going to change it to 90 products instead of 30, and I'm going to minimize that window so I can see you and the window at the same time. Okay, this is called Among the Swallows. Obviously, if you can see the screen. Joyce, shared so I can watch later. My battery is low. I get it, Joyce. This is a background stamp. It is red rubber, and I would assume these are, what is the swallow? The bird? I think the swallow is the bird. So, y'all know I don't really know nature, plants. I'm not a botanist. I don't know the stuff. But there's these birds. There's 3 birds. This is outline art. I'm going to try to go through this quickly, but give us some descriptions. Like super artistic drawings of these birds flying. And then what's all around the birds is plants like these, I think look like lilies to me. I'm not sure. Or orchids. I can't remember. Anyways, tall leaves and then plants. There's about 3 of those drawn on here, as well as some other just leaves and little buds, like stems, buds, leaves. Anyway, it's all within a square of course, a background size stamp. So the whole thing is 4.5 by 5 3/4. And so the edges get cut off where those images end. It's like we took a big sheet of design paper cut off. You will be able to watercolor this beautifully. Among the Swallows, beautiful. This is Landa's stack, by the way. These are the ones I didn't order yet, but Landa did. And so, or actually, I have this one. Anyway, but you can order these. And then everything else I'm going to show you is mine. Okay, cake celebrations. This is a bundle you can order. So if you're, well, a customer or a demonstrator, customers can order these in November. You can add these to your starter kit now if you're not a demonstrator. demonstrators can order them now. Of course, we always get our discount on everything. So 20 to 25% minimum off of these products. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, to shop them, you might see the stamp set first when you're just looking online. Check and see if there's a bundle first, because I made a mistake and ordered something. I didn't realize it was a bundle. So Cake Celebrations, you can buy this just like everything I'm going to show you. Stamp set only, dies only, or the bundle. Okay, so here's the stamp set, photopolymer. It's very similar to another stamp set we have, I believe, still right now. I mean, it's similar in the fact that it is a cake stand and then layers to make a cake, right? So photopolymer, you got about a 2-inch wide cake stand by 1 inch, and then you've got all these different layers, rectangles that you can stamp to make cake, and icing in between. So lots of images. There's 2 different sizes, widths of cake, almost 2 inches, 1.5 inches wide. And then there's like some that are more of a solid rectangle, but not perfect lines, but pretty perfect, but not quite perfect lines around the rectangles. Then where the lines, the skinnier rectangles that'll be the icing, are a little skinnier and they're not perfectly straight along the top and bottom, so it looks like icing. Then there's a couple on each size cake that look more like a watermark. So you can use it to accent, add detail, blah, blah, blah to your cake. But also, you could use those individually or with your words to highlight, like we do with watermark images. Okay. We've got like a real blobby, backgroundy looking image here, but I'm assuming you can put that on top of the cake again to add detail and definition. Let's see if y'all are telling me anything. I know, Beverly, I agree. There's some flowers you can put on top of the cake. There's some greenery. There's an image of, of candlesticks. Yeah, 1 image. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different heights of candles, real skinny, close together. And then 5 flames going the same heights. And then there's a couple of little starburst type images that you can use for the flames or whatever you want. I can see those on 4th of July as well. Then we have all cursive, lowercase words: celebrate, birthday, wedding, anniversary, day, happy. Very versatile set. Let's look at these dies. We're going to, be able to die cut out most of our stamped images. Ooh, you're going to be able to just build cakes with the dies only. There's some dies these would not coordinate with the stamped images, but you can make a more drippy icing. You can make the layers in between icing with just die cuts. Cut out the candles, cut out the flowers and leaves. There's a little banner to put on top of the cake, standalone die. This is 14 dies. Okay, so that is Cake Celebrations. Cake Celebrations. You really could make these cake dies stand alone. You'd have a few images that are weird, but the rest you could just make cakes and not buy the stamp set. Sorry, Landa, I put it back wrong. Landa does not store her dies the same way I do. We all have our own ways we do stuff. And that's fine. I just have to remember. And she remembers when she has mine. She returns mine my way. I return hers her way, hopefully. Okay, pretty petals. Beautiful images. Photopolymer. They're all florals. I assume this, leaves, stamp the flowers on top. It's basically 2-step. There's a large floral, like the leafy part image is about 3 inches tall. You can stamp like watercolor style, distinctive style flowers to go in there. They're sort of like they're not tulips, I know, but sort of like a tulip style flower. And then there's some single leaves and flowers as well. Dies. Okay, we're going to be able to cut out these are just the stamped images. Pretty petals. 6 dies. Die cut out the whole leafy thing. Die cut out the individual flowers that you can then glue back on here one at a time. And all these other flowers. So that is pretty petals. It's just pretty. You know what I mean? Watercolory flowers. I'm sure people are going to do gorgeous stuff with it. And I'm sure I'll end up with it. with owning it eventually, but I don't yet. I actually ordered Umbrella Days. It's on its way. I ordered another one as well. What was that one? Oh, this one. Both of these are on their way for me, but these are Landa stamps right here. They're just not, they didn't make it in time for the video. So Umbrella Days, another bundle. So remember, you can buy it alone or together, but the website might trick you. Umbrella Days is red. Oops, she already put hers together. Oh my goodness, Landa. She is good. Red rubber stamp set, the 3.5 images. So the images are, there is a probably a girl, lady, standing with her back to us, wearing sort of like a raincoat. And I say lady because she has a long braid down the back of her back. And that's pretty much the only thing. But she's wearing rain boots, looks like pants or leggings, and the raincoat. And then the umbrella covers up the head entirely. So it's like the back view holding an umbrella. All outline, color it in. She's I forgot what I measured. 3.5 inches tall. So it's pretty large. Let's see if it's the same. Yes, actual size. Okay, good. Then there's a child. Could be boy or girl. Rain boots, pants, rain jacket, holding a really big umbrella. I think bigger than the mom's, but maybe it's the same. Can't see the face at all. 2 1/4, 2 1/4. Same size umbrella. They're holding an adult umbrella, not a child one. No face. Makes the set super versatile. There's one dog, no cat, no Britty, but there's a little dog. I don't know what kind. Super cute though, little 1-inch tall dog facing right. So he could be facing the child. The mom is facing right. The child is facing left. Then we have, this is like a different kind of raindrops type image than we've had, in my opinion, in the past. It's like a line and then it's thicker at the bottom, like where the drop of rain is. So it's the motion of the falling rain. This whole image is 3 1/4 inches long by almost, no, 3/4. It's 3/4 inches wide. And so all together, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 raindrops coming down, different areas and heights. Okay, words. You are the umbrella to my rainy days. The storm will end and the sun will shine again. And be brave. Mixed font, cursive, and all caps, real thin. And it's a different kind of cursive than I think, I could be wrong, but I think it's a different kind of cursive than we've seen on any Stampin' Up stamps. Like it's a different font, I should say. Skinny, beautiful, but not our typical cursive fonts. Okay, the dies, of course, you're going to be able to cut out the people and the dog. There's maybe this is, oh yeah, 2 clouds, 2 rain puddles, standalone. You can cut out some standalone rain boots, little bitty ones. Wait, no, I think that's a stamped image, honestly. Hold on. Let me check, Landa. I'm going to peel it off. Are you watching, Landa? She's like cringing at me messing with her stamps. Not that she doesn't let me stamp with her stamp. She does. Yes. Okay. So you can die cut out the stamped rain boots. That way you can make them a different color more easily. What is that one? It looks like a dog. Is this the part of the dog, maybe? Oh, it's probably a raincoat for the dog. So it's like legs and just the top body part of the dog. I bet that's for a raincoat. There might be images online. There might be pictures. I don't know. Let me look real quick. What else while I'm talking? There's an umbrella handle standalone die and an umbrella standalone die. So you can make your own umbrellas. It looks like it embosses or maybe cuts. I'm not sure if this umbrella cuts it into pieces or it just embosses. I'm going to click on this set and scroll through the images here. I forgot what I was looking for though. Yeah, I literally forgot what I was looking for. Yeah, that is a little raincoat for the dog. I see pictures of him with that. I see where they have the umbrella cut out in designer paper. So maybe that's the die. I'm just not sure. I could cut it real quick, probably. Hey, Juanita. Okay, Landa, I'm going to cut this one. What else? There's a bunch of flowers, like little daisies, single flowers you can cut out. There's another row of flowers. I think these are all individual daisies, so you get a total 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 total. Got the puddles that are standalone dies, and then a grass, which that'll be a great grass one for all kinds of stuff, not just this stamp set. It's a pretty long one. Like, usually they give us like an inch of grass. I'm like, come on, that's 4 inches long. That's pretty good. It's a standalone die. Let me cut this umbrella real quick. Let's see what happens. I need to know. This is the top of the umbrella open. Oh, yeah, see, it does what I thought. Cuts out individual panels, 4 panels. That's not what I'm seeing on that sample. Okay, FYI, that's what that does. Interesting. Where did I put the die? Okay, so there we go. Umbrella days. Red rubber. Super cute. Mine's on its way. Okay, that ends the Landis portion of the demonstration video, whatever. Next is what I bought. We'll start with these single things, I think. Yeah. So standalone embossing folder. This is called Modern Herringbone. But to me, it looks like sweater pattern. It makes me think winter and sweater. It's a normal size as far as, like, it's not one of the giant ones. It's 6 1/4 by 4 1/2. And it's a thick 3D embossing folder. I love it. I've already used it. I used it in the class that I'm doing with Alejandra. I'll give you a little edge of it here. Where's my camera? See how that looks like a sweater? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so pretty. But anyway, you can use it for whatever you want. So Modern Herringbone, standalone, order that. Sharing, loving, crafting. We can only order one of these right now. I need multiples. This is photopolymer. Let me see. Pretty sure actual size on the front here. It's called Sharing, Loving, Crafting. And it is, let me just read them all to you. Crafted with you in mind. That's the biggest stamp. It's like 3 3/4 long by half, 3/8 tall, 3/8 inch tall. Crafted with in mind is cursive, you is bold, all caps. Crafted with you in mind. We have copyright Stampin' Up large, copyright Stampin' Up small, handcrafted by : happiness inside, sharing what I love, loving what I do, just to brighten your day. Photopolymer. So I need this for my classes to give more for them to stamp on the back of their cards. But we can all use this. If you ever want to sell stuff you've made using Stampin' Up products, you're just required to put the copyright Stampin' Up somewhere on it. So here's another option for that. These are some pretty decent size ones as well. But even without that part, these are just great. But if you're a Stampin' Up demonstrator, that sharing what I love, loving what I do is a great one for you as well. So that's a standalone. We can only order one. So I have my one, but I'm going to probably order a couple more of those later when I'm allowed. Okay, this is a bundle. This is the one I messed up on. I thought I was ordering an embossing folder. I didn't pay attention to the price, but it was a hybrid folder, which almost always means there's a stamp set that matches it. I just didn't pay attention. And therefore, I had to order the stamp set by itself after the fact because I wasn't smart. Anyway, it's called Happy Hibiscus. So, oh, look how big these are. It is a stamp set photopolymer, a set of dies, and an embossing folder. Now, obviously, you can buy the folder and dies only, or the stamp set only, or you can save 10% by buying the bundle. Y'all should save 10% if you want both. Thank you, Landa. I know, right? I had to stare at that really hard to figure that out. Corinne, thank you. Tyra, yes. Tire tread. Tyra said this reminds her of tire tread. That is a great one. So this is masculine also. Thank you, Tyra. See how versatile this is? Put it on your motorcycle and car pages also, and cards. Okay, Happy Hibiscus. Way bigger flowers, hibiscus flowers, than you see on the front of this case. So there's the flower. There's the front of the case. So they're really large flowers. There are 2 steps. So you've got the outline hibiscus, which you can totally stamp alone and watercolor in. And the detail, or the solid, but it's got a lot of detail etched out of it to stamp right on top and not have to color it. So there's 2, like basically large, medium, small, large, medium, small. But the 3 flowers, the 3 outline flowers are on one stamp. It's one single stamp. See how they're connected here? Why? One die. Die cut them all out at one time. So you'll be able to die cut all 3 of those out at one time. Well, however, you believe me, right there. But you can also emboss and die cut at the same time, whether it's stamped or not. You put I always have to figure this out the first time. You put the die in the folder. It will interlock into place. It's going to go in the top side where it says Stampin' Up. That's the top, in my opinion, of the folder, I should say, not die. Let me unlock my watch. Anyway, you put that in there. It'll interlock. You turn it the right way. See how it's interlocked now? Put your paper there, close it up, run it through. It will emboss and die cut at the same time. In fact, I'll just do one right now real quick. And you could align your stamped image as well and really give it such a 3D effect because it's stamped. It's got the color detail from the stamping and it's embossed. So multiple ways to use the hybrid embossing folders, all of the ones that we sell, as an embossing folder only, as a die cut only, combined, or stamped and combined. Many different ways. Let me grab a piece of paper. Is this big enough? Happy Hibiscus. Okay, and then I will read off these words while I'm doing this just to save time. It has 4 greetings and a little like almost hash marks background type image. So I'm being lazy not trimming this down. The words. Congratulations. Got to get my top plate. Is cursive. You make me smile, mixed font, cursive. Again, a different cursive. It's a little bit of a thick cursive, and it's different than that other set. Thanks for being so kind. So those are the words. They're obviously going to be larger than you see on the front of the case because everything is shrunk down. There's the hash marky backgroundy thing. And then there's also leaves. There's 2 sets of leaves. You see, look at this gorgeous folder. OMG. And here's the 3 hibiscuses it cuts out and embosses. That is incredibly detailed. Incredibly. So much detail in this embossing. Whew. Okay, there's that. That's just one of the dies, of course, but let's see what else we got. If I lose everything, I'm probably going to need this die cut machine when I do my stamping. Don't forget, I'm still going to stamp. Save the video. Okay, so there's that. There's also a rectangle label, a circle label with sort of stitching, almost like our old radiating stitches dies. We have those little stitching at the ends of the rectangle as well. You can die cut out the leaves. There's 2 different size leaves, small and large leaves, leaf stamps. Goodness. And they're two-step. You can do it alone, watercolor it, or color it in, I should say, however you want, or do it with the two-step. You can die cut those out, small and large. And then there's standalone flowers and standalone leaves with, they will add embossing when you cut those out. Okay, that's the Happy Hibiscus bundle. I don't know why I always have to put those back in the right way. Like, it doesn't really matter at this moment, but whatever. I'm going to try with this one. So there it is. Do y'all like that one? Okay. These. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. Okay. Then we have a couple of sweets and some standalone paper back here. Okay, the hearts. I don't know what the sweet's called. Let me look. But yes, and Margaret. Yes. Love the hibiscus set, Tyra. Agree. This one, I'm going to look up what it's called. Marbled Elegance Sweet Collection. So this one is the Valentine Sweet for the season. I don't need two of those there. This is the one. So if you want there might be more Valentine stuff in the upcoming catalog that comes out in January, but not a whole suite with designer paper, matching embellishment, matching stamp set, matching accessory. So this is the one. So we've got the photopolymer stamp set. Ooh, that's really large. Hearts of Elegance photopolymer. It's actual. It's a tiny bit smaller on the front of the case than the actual stamp, so a tiny bit bigger. Like, here's the heart. You'll see that difference there. The heart's actually more shrunk down. So these images are a little bit smaller than the real stamps. And we've got a solid heart with little stems and leaves, stems or sprigs, I should say, with, I don't know what the right word is. Anyway, leaves are etched out of it. So when you stamp it in red on white paper, the leaves will be white and everything else will be red. And there should be a die that cuts that out. So I would assume this one will cut that heart out. Yep. So there's a heart die for that. There's a flower. It's completely solid, like a rose style flower, but it's just the petals only. It's very artistic, not realistic, but it's super pretty. You can die cut that out. There's a single stem with 3 leaves on it. They're all solid, and then white veins or whatever color your paper is, and then a little bit of a longer stem with 6 leaves on it with 1 single vein going down the middle that'll be white or whatever color paper is. You can die cut those out. Okay, then the rest are all words. There is a to and from stamp. I was going to see if that was one stamp. It is to from. It's a super cute cursive lowercase. Now you can buy this now and use it for Christmas, of course. Get it now. Use it for Christmas. It's probably the cutest to and from I've seen Stampin' Up! Sell. If you wanted to, you could easily cut that apart. I would also trim the excess if I did that from the top and bottom there and have separate to and from, depending if you want it together or not. Just don't trim too close to your image, but you're probably fine. There is a Happy Valentine's Day, happy on top, day on bottom, Valentine's cursive in the middle. The uppercase font is super cute and curvy, and then Valentine's is a really cute cursive. My heart belongs to you. My heart on top, all caps, belongs to you, cursive below. XOXO, that's its own stamp, the cursive, lowercase. Be mine, B on top, uppercase, mine, cursive on bottom. Sending lots of love, sending on top, lots of love on bottom. Love you, a huge cursive love, and then the word you below it, all caps. I think I said them all. Okay, there's that. Now these dies, you cut out the stamped images, cut out that one heart, and then all these standalone heart dies. There's one that cuts out a solid heart with a leafy border going around the inside of the heart. It's going to emboss that. 2 inches tall. There is an extremely large 4 1/4 inch tall heart, which they designed to fit on the front of this gift bag, by the way. They made sure it was the right size. Then there's a super large 4-inch by about 3.5 solid heart. Not solid, they're all going to be solid actually. But you can't see through this one when you cut it out, and it puts an embossed edge. That's why, because of this embossing, they had to make it solid. Like 3 dotted lines going, 3 or 4. I think that's 4 dotted lines going around the edges of that really large heart. And then we have another stitched heart that's the smallest one, smaller than the stamped one. And then a 2.5 inch heart and a 3 1/4 inch heart. Hearts, hearts, hearts. I love it. I love it. It's called Hearts of Elegance Bundle, or you could just get the dies or only the stamp set. Hearts of Elegance. Okay. Within this suite is this gift bag combo pack. So they are white bags. They are 2 sizes, 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. And when you open it up, it is 1 3/4 wide. Again, those heart dies will fit on there great. And then this other larger one, again, the largest heart will fit on here, not too big, 4.5 wide, 5 3/4 tall, 2.5 inches sideways. Okay, they're white, solid white, pretty thick, not crazy thick, but definitely not thin. Thicker than a lunch sack for sure. You have the adhesive back heart sequins. They're adhesive back, they're hearts, they're gold. You get small, medium, and large. They're super shiny. Order these early. Order all of this early, honestly, because it's highly seasonal. You know, even if you're not a demonstrator, order it in November, the first day it comes out if you want it. We have this gold twisted thread. This is all part of the suite. Thank you, Elaine. And thank you for the compliment as well. But Elaine said, click like. Don't forget to click like, please. I would love it if y'all gave me a thumbs up or a heart or a laughing face. I'm looking at the emojis. Okay, I'm of course not going to be able to find the end of that, but it's just like a thin gold. That'll be great for Christmas as well. I would be stocking up on this right now for my Christmas tags, but it's Valentine, you know. It's not, but you know what I mean. Okay, and then the marbled paper. This is called Marbled Elegance 12 by 12 specialty paper. I'm going to go through this description quickly because I haven't even started stamping yet. I'm scared. I might have to take a bathroom break in the middle of this video. Da, 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 da. But think red and gold. Think, what's that? Not sour cream. Shaving cream technique backgrounds, or dropping marbles with paint on them in a bowl. And there's actually a video that shows them doing that, designing this paper. Anyway, and then splattering gold all over. So red, gold, white. Let me see what the real colors are. Cherry Cobbler, Flirty Flamingo, Melon Mambo, Petal Pink, Poppy Parade, Real Red, and Gold. Okay, so there's a sort of shaving cream red, white, and gold foil background. Back of that is like a little leaf emblem all over, evenly distributed, not messy, whatever. Red with light red. It's red background, the image is light red. This is more pinky, Flirty Flamingo in white, more white in it. Sour cream background with gold on top, like gold splattered all over or sponged all over. The back is lighter red. I can't think of all the colors right now. Maybe a light Melon Mambo with even lighter Melon Mambo flowers all over it. The type of flower I described in the stamp set. Larger ones and smaller ones. By larger, I mean that flower is like a 1-inch flower in the stamp set. So those are about 1 inch and smaller. Okay, this is a more heavily red and white. Not really any pinks. Red and white. Sour cream. So why am I saying sour cream? What is that? Shaving cream background. Bubbles. Like it's It's so good. With gold splatter all over it, more like paint splatter, like thick drops of paint. That is just red with light red splatter. Obviously, the gold is always only on one side, so no foil on the back sides. This is more pink and flirty flamingo and mellow mambo and white, and then some light where those two colors mix together. Shaving cream, splatters, paint splatters of gold, mellow mambo, flirty flamingo, splattery background. Red. Oh, this one is like marble almost. It's like the shaving cream thing, but almost like marble because the gold is veins instead of being splattered all over. It's literally like veins. That one's really cool. This paper is amazing. Give a thumbs up if you think this paper. Yes, Corinne. If you think this paper is amazing. I think the bags will go fast for Christmas, Pauline. Yes, this whole suite. Honestly, can you all see this on Christmas cards too? Almost this whole suite can be Christmas. I mean, even the hearts. But the bags, the twine, and the paper, and it's coming out now. Yeah, I would buy this sooner than later. Anyway, the back of that one is like a light red background with almost like vanilla stripes. And then it's like you painted water over the vanilla stripes and made the red fade out. Okay, last but not least, just another red and white with different structure to it, but gold veins, red and white shaving cream, red gold veins. And the back is a heart pattern. See, this is the only hearts in this whole designer paper. It's red with light red. It's just a little pattern, a very small pattern, almost like a grid of hearts and just little dots and things between the hearts. It's just like, it's a cute little pattern. I don't know how to describe it. Okay, that's that one. Now, next is the Utterly Amazing, but the suite is probably called Utterly Adorable. Utterly Adorable. We've got a bundle, an embellishment, a ribbon, or a twine, whatever they call this, cording, and designer paper. Okay, bundle, photopolymer stamp set, outline drawn images of otters floating on his back with his little paws and the like on his stomach, resting together, smiling. A smaller one, almost like diving. Let me check the sizes here. Pretty much actual size on the front here, so that's good. Actual size. Two otters look like a boy, girl, one on the left, one on the right, sort of taking a little nap. The one on the right has its head resting on top of the one on the left, and they're holding little hands, and their tails go into the middle. It almost forms the shape of a heart, but not exactly. And they have greenery growing out their butts. Basically, these are all outline. You can color them in. And then this one looks like it's floating, like coming up out of the water. So you get the tail, little feet floating there, back feet, front feet, and he's facing front. Eyes open. That one's like coming out of the water. There's a little image here of just some solid fish swimming. They're tiny, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 11 fish, solid, just to put in the water. Bubbles come out of their mouths, I guess, while they're swimming. A little sprig with two sprigs, one image, two little sprigs with little outline leaves, just little half circle, whatever, oval, color it in. And then we have 3 greetings. You're utterly amazing. Love you lots. We're cute together. We're cute together. And those are mixed with cursive and outline. Okay, so you can die cut out the otters, of course. The stamped otters. I'm looking, I think, okay, you can die cut out the little leaf thing. And then I think everything else is standalone. There's some like river rocks or rocks, so to say. I'm not sure what this one does, but it looks like it makes a water type hill or something to do with water. I can't tell because it doesn't cut on the left and right. It's curved and it's got a die cut along the top and bottom. It might just emboss. Let me just check real quick. You can cut holes into the paper like bubbles with this one. You can cut some standalone plant life growing in the water. some standalone fish. They're tiny. They could either be holes in your paper. That's how I would use it. So you can put another paper behind it and see the fish, but you could also use the die cut out fish. That could also make a good shaker card. Those little fish, they're tiny. It's a whole bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 11, but it's not the same as a stamp. Like it's not, I don't think it's going to cut out your stamp set. Just triple check. I don't know why. Yeah, it's way bigger than the stamp set. Oh, a log with lots of detail that will emboss in it. When you cut that out, one die that cuts out 2 larger fish. So again, standalone. Yeah, let's just cut this real quick and see what it does. Get over here. Off camera. Just gotta hurry. Just know this is going to be a long video, like I've already stated multiple times. Okay, so it cuts slits in your paper that you can then make that little otter be coming out of or whatever. So water wavy slits. Yeah, I get it now. Okay, that's the dies. Utterly, make sure, utterly amazing. Oh my goodness. The embellishments are like river rocks. So they're iridescent, a couple of different colors in there. They're called Riverside Irregular Pearls. They're like the flat pearls, which we carry now, but those are white. These are blues. There's about 3 colors here that I see. I'm sure they name them, but it's like a white, a pearl, and a bluish color. I'm just rushing now because of the time on the video. And you get a smaller one and a larger one as far as size. You get a whole bunch of them. Right, Riverside Irregular Pearls. You're on the fence, Lori. They're super cute. And then this is the really pretty Lost Lagoon soft cording. It is very soft. I do see the end of this one, but anyway, it's thick cording. It's shiny Lost Lagoon color. I think I see the end there, but I don't know if I can do it during the video. Really pretty there. Okay, designer paper, you're going to be able to die cut out some of the otters. So this is just a sheet of different swimming otters doing different things with blue water in between, but they all have plenty of space whether they fit the die cut or not. You can hand cut them out or die cut them out. The back is just blues of like a water scene, but also it could look like water, like it's going across, but like a little sour creamy sour cream. What is that called? Shaving cream. Okay, this whole 12 by 12 piece here is a scene. Like you got the trees, grass, river, water coming over the rocks, otters swimming, all the way to the underwater part. So that's a whole scene. You can cut it up or use it on a scrapbook page. The back of that one is a bunch of, basically, they're supposed to be rocks side by side, different colors and patterns. But if people didn't know it was supposed to be rocks, you could use it for whatever you want. The next one is a bunch of little scenes that you can cut out individually or just use it as a background. Let me tell you the colors real quick. There's a ton. Balmy blue, basic gray, calypso coral, crumb cake, early espresso, garden green, gray granite, lemon lime twist, lost lagoon, old olive, pecan pie, pool party, pretty peacock. I wanted to say that because that's kind of a lot of the colors. It's like corals, peacocks, and browns in this rocks image. Okay, so scenes of otters like hanging out, doing family type stuff, taking a nap. Some have 3 or 4 otters, some only have 2. There's rocks, there's water, there's logs. Not the size to fit the dies. These are just little scenes that you can cut out or use all together. The back is a blue background with different colors of the schools of fish going all the directions. It just makes a nice, pretty background of all those different fish swimming around. Coral, olive, peacock, lagoon, etc. I feel like, I don't know know how many sheets of each design are in this paper. Mine got mixed up at my event, which is totally fine. We had it on display, but I'm confused. Anyway, okay, here's this one. Otters swimming. This is basically all underwater scenes of otters swimming. Again, little scenes. They're smaller than the dies. I don't think they'll fit the dies. Cut it apart or not. Some are swimming through greenery. Some are swimming in just water. Some have fish by them. Some have fish in their mouths. Family, no family, whatever. And then the back is a blue background with the underwater plant life growing from top to bottom in rows and orange fish. Really cute. That's a cute one. Okay, this must be, yeah, that's that one. Okay, yeah, it's normal paper, 2 of each design. Okay, again, a bunch of scenes. These are out of water, no water. They're on land. Bunch of otters doing different stuff. It's either 2 or 1 or 3 doing stuff. You can cut them out. You can use them as you want. The back is sort of a gray granite with gray granite, darker shaving cream type background. Really pretty. Generic. Use it for whatever you want. And last but not least, this one. It is on one side, a white background with much larger plant life growing from top to bottom, not in rows. They're overlapping each other. There's different shapes of leaves here in peacock, olive, and Lost Lagoon, and light Lost Lagoon. And it's really pretty. And the back is like a pool party-ish watery type image. Okay, I did it on that. Last but not least, on this is this paper here. This is a standalone, but of course, y'all know I'm going to buy any foil, gold, specialty, glimmer. If it has any of those words in it, I'm buying it. This is the brushed silver and gold foil. So, of course, I'm buying that. Again, as someone mentioned already, this wasn't necessarily a holiday release, but we can 100% use this paper for holiday. So it's brushed, so it has those lines in it for texture. Looks like you get 3 of each color, 3 gold, 3 silver. And yeah, don't need to say anything else about it, right? Gold and silver brushed paper. Karen, yes. Okay, so that is the new that I bought. There's even some stuff I didn't buy, just a little bit. New kits. You can just a quick look at the A Look Back kit. You can purchase that one now. It's on sale. And it comes with all kinds of cool stuff. So much cool stuff. And that's not stickers, but these letters are stickers. This is super cool. A Look Back. It's a journal. Oh, I did want to open up this journal so you can see, like, the pages are printed, but not just normal printed. Like, there's so many different things printed inside here. It's so cute. So there's that. And then I wanted to show this. It came out a little bit ago, but it's called the Card Keeper Kit. This thing is heavy. Like, this box is heavy. I didn't open this and assemble it. This is a substantial card keeper box. This is very heavy. I should have weighed it. You got all those dividers. I'm sure this assembles out into a box. Super cute. And then, of course, it makes cards to put inside. Labels. OMG. I got to put it together. And then it makes these cards. Of course, they'll be English. Will be one of the languages on these sheets. And so, Card Keeper Kit is on sale. And it's way better looking in real life than I thought it would be. So that's a good one. Check it out in my online store. And then the, I know, right, Gian? Did you put yours together? I want to see it. I want to see it. Alpine Air Kit. These can be masculine or non-masculine cards. And of course, like, you can always modify. But anyway, there's a cute stamp set. There's, this one just came out. Misty Moonlight ink. Of course, you get a clear block, some embellishments, some glue dots, and just to quickly show these really pretty scenes here, and of course pieces of paper to whatever it tells you to stamp on, card bases. So pretty. I guess I put this back together poorly. Of course, it's stamped on or decorated envelopes. Anyway, you'll have this piece right here to use so you can see what all your stamps are. So there's what the stamps are in this set. It's all words. Okay, so that is that. Now we're going to actually stamp. Like I said at the beginning, this will be a longer video than normal. I am making 3 cards today. I didn't have time to do 2 separate videos. It was do this or do nothing. I mean, like, don't do one or don't do the other. So I decided to do both. And that's why I've been saying, save this video if you want to come back and watch the other part later, or vice versa, like you can. If you choose to, of course. I'm not, I realize some people won't, but, you know, that's fine. It's fine. We are going to make 3 cards today with the Reindeer Fun Bundle. Yes, I'm saying the correct name. I'm having to think. GN says the box is a great size. Lots of room for tons of cards. I love it, GN. I love it. Okay, Reindeer Fun is this bundle here in our holiday catalog. I do have this sheet that I made where I show every die from, except for the stamped images, but every die from the bundle, as well as the plaid, Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder, which is part of the suite of products. So anyway, these 3 dies right here make the reindeer. I'll do that on one of my cards. You can make a wreath, you can make a holly leaf and berries, a bow, 2 bells, which of course I cut out of silver foil, 2 gifts with bows, and 1 string of lights. So you can cut 2 and glue them back on to get the different colors, or more than 2. So those are the dies. I have shown this on a previous video, so I'm not going to go over the dies right now, like in any more detail than I just did. But that's the dies, and then the stamp set I've also gone over in a previous video. This is photopolymer. It has a single deer flying, 2 deer, like a mother-daughter, maybe, I mean mother-child, side by side in one image, a Christmas tree, bells. You can make holly leaves and berries, snow, rains, or whatever for the reindeer, a bow, little snowy ground, and words. Christmas is better together. May all your days be full of cheer, and Merry Christmas. Now, these 3 cards I'm going to make today are part of my Stamp-A-Stack this month. So you can sign up and take this class from me. You can sign up right now in my VIP Facebook group. I have the link, and I've emailed it out, and it will go out at 1 p.m. today, 1 p.m. Central. So any of those, you can sign up for this class if you like. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. Oh, yes, Linda, I forgot we gave away several of the new kits at our World Card Making Day, and Linda won the Look Back kit. I forgot about that. Yes. Hey, Carol, first time. Sorry, I just saw your comment. Thank you. And Margaret, I must want sour cream. You're right. Like, what do you think I'm going to have for lunch today? Oh, gosh. I love it. Tyra, these otters look so fun. Got to get it. Thank you, Hilda. Thank you, Julie. Thanks, Sue. Thanks, Corinne, Pauline, Elaine. Thank you. Sorry, I'm catching up. Okay, so anyway, you can sign up for this class. You'll make 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. And yeah, sign up now. Sign up now or join the club now. Either one, your choice. Okay, so for my first card, honestly, what I'm going to do is run to the bathroom. I want to make it through this without feeling like I'm suffering and rushing it. I'm going to try to rush because of the time we've spent. However, I don't want to rush it because I have a need to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. I will be right back. Also, you can take a break. Go get a drink, go to the restroom, whatever. I'll be right back. So pause, but I'll leave the sound on. So any sound you hear, oops. I'm back. Okay, I could have been faster if I didn't wash my hands, but then I was like, don't be gross. So I washed my hands and I'm back. Thank y'all for any patience. Okay, here we go. We're going to get started now with card number 1, card 1, with Reindeer Fun and Stampin' Up class. You can sign up. Don't forget, I have an online ordering special. Anytime you place an online order with me, you get a class packet mailed to you. I moved those cards earlier and I don't know where I put them. Oh, is this them? Yeah. These cards right here. So $25 or more with the host code gets you this class packet mailed to you. We die cut it all. We cut the paper. You might score this card and follow the step-by-step instructions and of course stamp and assemble at home. We're going to cut that and mail it to you in November for your online orders in October. 25 or more with the host code gets you this class packet. 50 or more with the host code also gets you a full pack of these embellishments. That's the decorative trees bundle. So that's my online ordering special, and that's what that host code is about. And if you go over 150, don't use the host code. I'll still give you all the gifts. Plus, you'll get free stuff from Stampin' Up. Okay, card 1 is using a real red card base. It's 5.5 by 8.5. Now for Stamp-A-Stack, we cut and die cut everything for you. We don't cut your designer paper. So any designer paper I use today, you would cut that yourself. But anyway, otherwise we cut it for you. Okay, so 5.5 by 8.5. This piece of paper is not cut evenly. I don't know where I got that from, but let me cut another one real quick. But when you make a card, you take your 8.5 by 11 paper and cut it in half. So 5.5 inches, or the other direction, 4 1/4. And when you fold it in half, it will fit into the invitation size envelope, which is Stampin' Up's medium envelope that we sell. So measuring's easy. Remembering it is easy. Cut it in half. And finding envelopes is extremely easy, which I supposedly have a sample one over here. All my stuff got old video cards here. Okay, there it is. This envelope right here. See how it fits? Perfect. Okay. And it's economical because you get 2 cards out of 1 piece of paper. So we have a real red card base. This card will be landscape. And I'm going to set that card base aside for later. Then in your packet, our wonderful friend Landa will be cutting all these pieces for you, except your designer paper. So you'll have this piece of white. It is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, but I'm going to put all these measurements for y'all on the blog in 10 minutes, 11 a.m. Central. You're going to see all the pictures before I finish the cards. Anyway, maybe we'll send you to my blog, stamptherapist.com. Okay, so you'll have that. Then you'll have another piece of white for our greeting. So I'll have that measurement for you on the blog, but it's a rectangle. And then a piece of real red to go behind that for our greeting. And then you are going to get some of this glimmer paper with your fee for taking this class, because you get over $20 in merchandise. You're going to get a partial pack, but Landa is going to cut this for you, cut it out of your glimmer paper and die cut it. This is one of the dies. This is like a 4x4 piece of the garden green glimmer paper from the festive glimmer paper. And we will cut, this die cuts a frame with greenery growing from the top or bottom, however you choose to put that on your page. It's a circle in the middle of the paper. Okay, so we're going to use that like that. Now, when you cut that out, there is this huge scrap of paper left over in the middle, and we will also cut a wreath from that for another card in this class. So that's why I'm showing you this, so you'll know you can save paper by using those scraps. So we're going to cut a wreath out of that piece for you for another card. Okay, and then you will cut 2 strips of your designer paper that's included with the fee. This is the Reindeer Fun Reindeer Days 12 by 12 designer paper. I believe you're getting half a pack, and you'll have your full step-by-step PDF tutorial that will give you the measurements and everything to cut. This is just a parcel I have here of this paper because I've used it so much in so many different events. Anyway, you're going to cut 2 strips of this design that's white on the back with these small scale granny apple green and garden green triangle shaped trees. They do have detail in them, but they're also solid triangles, but with detail. 2 strips of that paper, which actually are going to go on the left and right of your card base. Okay, but for our stamping, we're going to stamp. Oh, and you're going to have a scrap of white in your packet. I have not determined the size yet, so I just grabbed myself a scrap just for my cards only today. But you'll have some size of a scrap of white included in your packet, and there'll be a photo showing you what to stamp on it. I just haven't gotten that far yet. Anyway, so for my stamping, I'm going to stamp on the scrap, stamp on this one, and stamp on this one. So I need black, Pool Party, and Real Red ink. I'm also going to use a small blending brush. I'm going to use a white gel pen. I have those in my Amazon store if you don't own one. And I'll color my deer with the Pecan Pie Stampin' Blends. Okay, so black. We're going to stamp the deer that are parent-child in black on the scrap of white. How we doing? Okay. Still a good amount of people here. Thank y'all for hanging in. Or if you just came in, I've already been on for 2 hours, literally. But you know, if you know me, you know my videos can go long. So. They're meant to be watched. No, I'm just kidding. I was going to say in a little at a time. Not really, though. But you can. The beauty of replay, right? You can even speed them up. When you're watching videos in replay, I've learned this from my friend Robin. You can speed videos up and watch them faster. Like, talk faster, person. Okay. This card is going to say Christmas. I think. Let me find Christmas is better together. So that is all. The words are all stacked, so they'll fit on this rectangle. Real Red. Tap, tap, tap. Don't press hard. Just tap. Stamp it on there. Boom. Right in the center. Christmas is better together. Measurements for that. Blog 11 a.m. Central. Okay, so we have that. Then in Pool Party, I'm going to stamp this little image here. It is dots and like asterisk type stars or snowflakes. Really, they're snowflakes. They're not stars, but you know. And I want those to be at the top. If I have this frame with the greenery on top, the circle frame, they're within that top section of that. So I'm just kind of using that as a guide as to where to kind of start my snow, I should say. And I'm stamping it and then stamping 2 or 3 more times to get lighter. So I just need to keep putting this back there so I can see where they're going to show, if that makes sense. And if you want additional lighter ones somewhere, I'm sure y'all know this, but just stamp it on scratch paper first, stamp off, and then add that lighter one. And you can do that as many times as you want. So it's very subtle, but these stars are there, and that's what I'm doing. Then I'm going to take your pick tool. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going to take my small blending brush and get some Pool Party ink on it. And then like in class, you guys will start on the scratch paper first and then rub this onto your card. But in here, because I have the Glass Mat Studio, which you can still purchase, I'm going to start this on my Glass Mat Studio because I don't want a big blob of Pool Party ink on my card. And then just roll this small blending brush onto the snow I stamped. It will be, you will be able to see it on your card, but it's a subtle effect of a blue sky. Of course, you can go as dark as you want. What is the size of glimmer paper or white? It's on the blog right now. I mean, in 5 minutes, Julie. But I believe the glimmer is 4x4 and the white is a little bit smaller because I didn't want it to accidentally show in the front when I glue it down. I believe this is 4x4 though. And I have recipe cards on the blog too that you'll be able to even print with the measurements. Woohoo! For the 3 cards I'm making today. Okay, so we got that. Now, we are going to die cut this out. And I thought I had one already. Guess not. What's wrong with me? Let's see if I have the other one. Yeah, it must be the other one. Okay, so I need to die cut this out. So I don't want to mess up the other white paper. So I'm going to cut that apart and then die cut it out. And then color it in. I die cut before I color because I don't want to do all that coloring and then mess it up. By the way, when you color these, you need to, if you're me, you need to pay attention to the white part. Don't color the white part. But anyway, this is again why I die cut first, because if I do all that coloring and then die cut it out, and my dies, and I've cut it perfect. I die cut it out and the die slips. You have to do the whole thing over again. Color, stamp, color, blah, blah. Anyway, I'll just die cut before I color in most cases, except when it's impossible. Okay, so align the image, die with the image. Just run it through once. Yes, Julie, no problem. Poke it out. Take this paper out of your die immediately, if not sooner. You don't want to forget that, because once it gets too many pieces jammed up in there, it's not going to cut anymore. Okay, then we're going to color this in with Stampin' Blends. We stamped in Memento Black, which is water-based. Right there so you can see. Water-based ink. So we're going to color it in with, let's see if I can move that closer, alcohol-based ink. If you wanted to watercolor it, no problem. Just color it with waterproof ink, like StazOn. Okay, I'm going to start with Pecan Dark. Now, what I need to remember is that each of these deer has a white, I don't know if the baby one's supposed to, but I'm putting it on there, a white chest. So I'm going to start with the dark. This is just how I color with these pens. There's many different ways to do this. You're not wrong if you're doing it a different way, and you're probably more advanced than me and skilled, I should say. And I'm going to do the large deer first, but I'm adding dark where I want the shadows, and then I'm going to go over the whole thing with light. I'm going to remember to avoid the chest. My glasses. Where it's supposed to be white, or at least I think it is supposed to be white. I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure. And it looks cute if it's white. I don't know if there's a male-female thing about the coloring. I don't know. I didn't research any of that stuff. I'm leaving the inside of the ear white as well. Now, when I get to the dark section, I'm going over the dark with the light to blend it all together. I'm using the bullet point, but you can use the brush tip end if it is not too large for the section you're coloring. But in general, I almost never use the brush tip, but it works fine. Like, I just find this easier for me and my skills. But yeah, just depends on your skills, basically. That's all I'm going to say. Also, when you're coloring with Stampin' Blends, they, like, let me show you right now. This is all streaky. We got a dark section there. Just keep coloring. You'll blend it out. You can make that disappear by coloring over it. And you can color over it as many hundreds of times as you want. And it will not break down your paper. You might dry out your pen if you keep it open for that long, but these are like like Sharpies. They're alcohol based, so they will dry out if you just leave them laying open. See how I'm going over the dark, blending it together so you have a dark spot, but or shadow, but not like a weird, ugly dark section, if that makes sense. Okay, so there she is. Or he. I wasn't perfect up here at the white part, but that's okay. All right, now I'll do the baby deer the same way, but it's a lot smaller. Keep that white chest. And just color it. La la la. Okay, now see this white part. I've colored so many of these deer where I just went over that with the brown. Like so many. In fact, I did it on my class for retreat. This is what we used for the retreat class. And I was looking at those samples when I designed these. I was like, oh my gosh, you colored half the deer wrong. I literally did. Assuming that's wrong. I don't know. Okay, there we go. That's how you color them in. It's actually quite simple. One color for the whole image. So there we go. All right, now we can put this card together. I'm going to attach, Stampin' Seal, the greeting, white greeting to the red rectangle. I'm going to add adhesive around the back of the frame, the designer paper frame, to put this white onto it rather than putting the adhesive on the white and going too far in. Grab my silicone craft sheet in case I go off the edges here. I don't have to stress. This will just make it all disappear. I kind of forgot to right here, but I'm just avoiding the bottom right next to the bottom curve with adhesive because I'm going to tuck the deer feet under there later, and that's just going to be easier for me. I'm going to leave this upside down so, Julie, you can see what I was talking about. This white is a little bit smaller. Stars at the top, snow at the top. I'm just going to put it on from the back because it's easier for me. And you can see the border doesn't matter. It could be completely crooked, but that way I don't go over the edges. And it still looks good on the front. So that's how you attach that together. Then for the deer, what I did is add Stampin' Dimensionals. I like to use the minis. You're going to get some of these with your class fee, but technically you can use the regular size as well. It does not matter. But I'm putting dimensionals at the top of the two deer. And then on the bottom, I'm going to use on the feet, legs, basically. I'm going to use Stampin' Seal. Again, got my silicone craft sheet here that protects my surface from all the excess adhesive that might be flying around. And I am going to tuck the feet under the circle frame. Just like that. So it's, subtle, but we know it's raised up there. The deer are raised up, but the feet are flat because this part's flat, and that's just easier. Okay. Then The next thing is okay, so we have the front of the card here. We have these 2 strips of designer paper. You technically could cut a full 4 by 5 1/4 piece of this paper and glue it down. But all that's going to show is the left and right. So I'm being cheap with my paper. So these are like 1-inch strips. I think 1 by 4. Again, I do have the measurements on the blog. You can cut 4 inches by 5 1/4 if you prefer. And I'm going to attach these on the left and right of the front of the Real Red card base. And they are, what am I trying to say? Oh, on each side you have like an 1/8 inch border. Just eyeball it and make the borders, besides the middle part, just basically even with each other. Don't stress too much. It's fine. Like, it'll be fine. It's fine. And then I'm going to add this square right in the middle on Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm using minis again. Literally, the big ones work same. Your choice. The big ones are called Stampin' Dimensionals. The little ones are called mini Stampin' Dimensionals. You get like 700, I believe, of these minis in a pack. I think it's 700. And you get like 600, I think. 300. Oh, I can't remember. I think it's 300. And I think you get over 700 of the minis and 300 big ones in a pack. So you can cut the big ones in half, or you can just order the mini ones like I do. It costs the same price. Okay, so I have dimensionals on the back, right in the middle here. Center it left to right, top to bottom. Oh, my designer paper is a little higher on one side and lower on the other. Doesn't bother me. Does not stress me out that that's a tiny bit lower. It's fine. But if it does bother you in general that you can see that the designer paper ended there, cut a whole piece. It's fine. That's your choice. Okay, the greeting I attached flat. So I am going to put more. This is Stampin' Seal, which is super strong, but I'm putting more than I normally would because I'm gluing it partially to the glimmer paper in the top center here. I did test this over to the side and I liked it better in the top center. You can pop these antlers in front of it. And then the last thing I'm going to do for this card, with your class fee, you're going to receive this twine here, this red and white baker's twine. You get a whole roll. So we're going to make a bow, a double bow, I should say. Every card, I think, has a double bow. Let me check. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Every single card has this bow. So what I personally do is I fold the ribbon over, the twine over on itself. If you want, if it's easier, you can cut that off and cut this in half. But I just use that. I leave it attached to the roll. But I do a normal bow, regular bow. I don't know what the correct term is for this. Not bunny ears, because it's harder for me to do bunny ears bow with twine. So I'm just going to do a bow. But it's with 2 strings instead of 1. Every single card in this class has one of these bows. How we doing over here? Thank you, Juanita. I don't know what I said or did. But thank you. I don't know what was smart. Carol, thank you. That baby deer is so cute. I know. It's so cute. By the way, you could totally trim off that and just have a baby deer, like hand trim that off or hand cut it out, the whole thing. I don't like how short my string is on that one side, so I'm going to start over. That's another reason to leave it attached, because if you just cut a piece of twine off, you might cut it too short, and then you just have to cut more twine. It's the whole thing. Okay, I tied my bow. I'm going to trim all these ends off. And now I have a double bow. And we're going to use a mini glue dot and attach that to her neck. She does cover up part of the baby's face a little bit, or the baby fully. But I like the big bow on her, so I'm doing a big bow, but you can do whatever you want. That is card number 1 of the Stamp-A-Stack. And of course, you have a chance to win this card by just commenting on the video today. You will make 2 cards in the Stamp-A-Stack. So when you finish, it'll look like this. And you'll be like, look what I did. I'm so proud of myself. So there is card number 1. Woohoo. Let me know if you like it. Thanks, Juanita. And let's do card number 2. Let's do card number 2. Hey, Camilla in Norway. I love it. I love it. Me. Xana says me. Okay, card number 2. This one is going to be probably not scored for you, but it's easy scoring. Oh, got a little chilly in here. Let's stick my sweater on real quick. So for this card, we will cut your garden green card base into 5.5, but we're going to cut off 1/4 of an inch here. So it's 5.5 by 8 1/4. So Landa will cut that for you. She sometimes will score it, but I tell her only if time allows. And, when we're cutting a lot, time does not allow. So I have very detailed instructions like always. And I have a way I type the instructions for this card every time. Anyway, it's going to tell you to score it from each end at 1.5 and 2.5. So you'll put it into your paper trimmer, go up to 1.5 inches and score, 2.5 inches and score, take it out, flip it around, 1.5, 2.5. And that puts in these marks. And if you don't know how to use a paper trimmer and scoring, let me know and I can share a different video with you. I'm just needing to save time today. Then my instructions will tell you fold the 2 innermost score marks backwards away from you. So that is this direction. And I'm going to use the bone folder to make those folds a little stronger. And then they will say fold the 2 outermost score marks towards you. It's like an accordion, right? Back and forth. So if this is facing front, we went backwards. Now this one comes toward me. This is similar to that Halloween card I showed you 3 hours ago at the beginning of the video. And then this kind of card can stand up. This is the front. It looks super cute. Note on the back, super cute. Okay, so there's that. Now, with your class packet, well, let me start over. With your class fee, don't forget you're getting some glimmer paper. So you're going to cut this strip yourself of the red. It's the festive glimmer paper. It's real red, granny apple green, and garden green. But I forget what amount you're getting, but you're getting a portion. You're going to cut that. We're going to cut all this. You're going to cut your designer paper. So we'll talk about that when we get to it. There will be 2 pieces of white that are the same size, but one will have a die cut out of it. One's for a back, like a layer. One is for the back of your card. Measurements, blog, right now. Go to stamptherapist.com. You can see the measurements for all these cards that I'm making today. Okay, so 2 pieces of white. One is for the front of this card. It's a layer, and one goes on the back, which I'm going to stamp. We are going to die cut for you this wreath, I should say. And remember, we're going to cut it from that first card. Save paper. Save you paper. Your glimmer paper. It's a garden green glimmer wreath. Now, when you cut this wreath out of regular paper, show you on the back, it puts little lines in it to give it detail. Just FYI, it looks really cool on regular paper as well. Super cool. Actually, I can show it right here. Look at me. There's the details, but they just don't show up as well on glimmer, but it's glimmer, so who cares? Okay. We are also going to cut for you. Where's my other piece? This deer. It's 3 parts. It's the easiest die cut thing Stampin' Up's ever done. It's amazing. Pecan pie, basic white, early espresso. And I'll put that together for you, obviously. Okay, this label that we cut out of that piece is from the Iconic Celebrations dies. They are an RN online exclusive. They look like this. There is a stamp set. It's a bundle. But you get that label, which I have right here for Landa. Right there, it's a stitched, rectangular, fancy end, not stitched, pierced label. But there's another 2 labels that come with these dies. There's hearts, there's stars, all kinds of stuff, and then stamped image. It cuts out stamped images as well. That's where this label is from, and we're going to use it in the up and down direction. This card is portrait up and down because of the way the scoring is. Anyway, we're going to use that on the card. Okay, then we have a 1/2 inch strip of white here for our greeting. Again, you're going to cut this real red piece to layer the greeting on top of. Then last but not least, you're going to cut these pieces of designer paper, one larger piece for the front. This is a red, green, and white plaid from the designer paper. And you're going to cut these 2 strips for the sides that are the white background with green holly leaves and red berries, really small ones. That's going to be the front. It's so Christmassy. Okay, stamping wise, I think, yep, I only have to stamp a couple things here. I need real red and garden green ink. I need the tree that comes with the stamp set. It's a small tree with a star on top and like the woods, pieces of wood that it's hammered to at the bottom, but it's all one image. So if you want that in different colors, you have to use markers or stamp it 3 times and cut it out or whatever you want to do. We're just stamping it in green. Okay, so real red, I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas on this 1/2 inch strip. So this is a nice traditional Merry Christmas type font, all caps. The R, I'm going to stamp it right in the center in real red. The R and the S are fancy, very traditional. And then I am going to trim that down. Okay, on the inside of the card, which is the back at the top, I'm going to stamp another greeting. May all your days be full of cheer. May all your days is on top. Be full of cheer is on bottom. Sort of like, well, the word cheer is bolded. And again, the M is real fancy and the R is real fancy. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Then, I feel very coffee and sneezy right now. This little Christmas tree. We're going to ink it up in garden green. Excuse me. I feel like I need some water. Stamp it sort of a little high on the bottom right, like not to the bottom, about a 1/2 inch up and hanging off the right side a tiny bit in garden green. I have some old water. I'm going to drink old water just in case. The chamois comes with the, I think I forgot to say that earlier. The chamois comes with the Glass Mat Studio. I'm just going to wipe up my ink there. I had to get a drink of water. I put that scratch paper earlier. No clue. Let me get a new one. Okay. Then I'm going to ink the tree up again, stamp it on scratch paper, and re-stamp it down here to the bottom, lower left of that tree, overlapping that tree, hanging off the bottom of the paper. And that will be my inside or back side, however you want to look at it. That's all the stamping I have to do for this card. Remember, this is a class y'all can take or a club you can join, your choice. And you can sign up for either one of those by Saturday. Okay, Merry Christmas. I'm going to cut the ends at an angle so you can go left to right or right to left, but same angle on each end. Then I'm going to attach that to my Real Red glimmer paper. Just with Stamp and Seal. And I will tell, I think I put the measurements on the blog, but also it'll be in the written instructions how big to cut this red, because If you're like me, I tried 3 times being cheap with it and cutting it shorter, and that was bad. Anyway, this will give you enough to trim and match that angle and have an actual full image there. So there we go. I will put that in the instructions, and I believe it's on the blog as well. Okay, so we have those. Now this deer couldn't be simpler. Other than you have to remember what color. Of course, you can use different color schemes, but I mean, the darker color is this one, the one with the big hole where the nose goes, and the lighter color goes behind that. And then, of course, the largest one is usually a darker color. That's the one with the antlers. Okay, so I'm going to put adhesive on this pecan pie, which is going to be my front one, and attach that to this white one that's like looks really creepy by itself. That kind of looks like Pokemon. Is that like a Pokemon image? I just saw that. I need to ask Isabel if that looks like Pokemon. But anyway, it's got little detail in the ears and stuff. But when you put it together, you already can start to see how smart Stampin' Up is. It puts that little white in the eyes. It's that little thing sticking over. It puts the white in the eyes and starts to form the nose. Then you put this on the big one and the whole image is complete. This deer has character. This deer head, whatever the heck this is. I don't know if it's a mounted deer, but look, white eyes. It's just adorable. It's so good. All that detail, you would think you had to do so much work. Right. Corinne, right. I need to write down what my phone just told me. An alarm went off. It said, I need to add something to my blog. Okay, wrote it down. Okay, so there it is. Super cute. Now, we had the wreath. To me, you almost can't use this without the wreath, but you technically can, but of course. So we got the glimmer wreath. I'm going to put some adhesive on one end of it. And actually, I'll put some adhesive on the back of the deer, like right in the middle of its head, bottom of the wreath. And when you slip the wreath through the deer through the wreath, you got adhesive here, and you got adhesive there, and it's a whole thing now. Doesn't look good against my hand, though. That right there. Okay, so we have our little deer wreath. We have our label from Iconic Celebration, Iconic Imagery, whatever it's called. I'm going to grab some dimensionals for this deer. Put as many or few as you want. I don't use a ton of dimensionals. You can put more. And I'm pretty much just going to center this deer on this label. It's up and down portrait style, the label. I think we would normally use it the other direction. And it does look like a mounted thing, but still, again, cute. Okay. Other than tying another bow and adding some embellishments, I think we have all the elements for this card. So let's start gluing it down. Keep taking this away and then wanting it. Designer paper. This will give you a skinny, skinny border when you attach the two side pieces of designer paper. So just be aware. And then attach the designer paper. Make sure if you take my class that you attach it to the piece of white that has the image cut out of it. Otherwise, you won't have a back of your card. Attach that whole thing to the front. And again, we're going to have a skinny border. The front is like a 3 and something inch section on these kind of cards. Okay. Then why not? Let's add dimensionals to the back of this white label. Well, I feel like I'm going through these cards quickly, even though it's 11:30. I'm going through these cards pretty quickly. The greeting is going to be down here at the bottom, so just for me to lay it out, I'm just placing that there so I can see. That should be good. And then the greeting, Stampin' Dimensionals. And then that goes below. I did try it different ways, like in the going across here. But anyway, I decided to put it down here to fill up the space of the whole card front situation. There's my greeting. Now we need to finish embellishing this so it doesn't look kind of blank or plain or whatever word we want to use. Oh, and that'll go on the back. Let me just put that on the back real quick. I don't want to forget. This is where you could write your note, sign, handmade by. You could even add more designer paper and stuff on all of these sections as well, but that's the back of the card. Okay, so we need a double bow. Hey, Juanita, I don't think I spelled it right. Yellow character. Peach. Corinne, what were we talking about? I get so not distracted when I'm doing these videos, but I'm like thinking about too much stuff. And so then whatever conversation we had a minute ago, I already forgot. So I need to remember what we're referring to, Corinne. Unless maybe you mean a color. I just can't remember. It's me. It's me. Ooh, I wasted a lot there. Nobody look at how much twine I just wasted. Just calm down. Okay, so this bow I'm going to put at the bottom of the wreath. Kind of like, I just chose to put it stuck to the white, but at the very bottom of the wreath, rather than sticking it to the wreath. You could go either way, but that's what I did. Just to spread out, like fill in the space more. I'll put this in there. And then, yes, you're going to get some peppermints with this class. You are getting some peppermints. Sign up. While supplies last. Sign up quickly. I think you're getting half a pack of the Real Red and White Adhesive Back Peppermints, which are coming back in stock in a week or two, I think. Don't worry. And so let's just put some peppermints all over this. I'm going to do, I'm trying to look at what I did. I think it is 2 smalls up here in the top right of this white label. And a medium. So we have small, medium, and large. These are from the mini catalog, and they are extremely popular. So a little triangle there, 2 smalls and a medium, and then I'm going to add 2 more smalls down here in the bottom right, bottom left. Oh my gosh. I knew I turned that upside down. Bottom left. These are kind of like rubbery feeling versus plastic, hard plastic feeling. That is card number 2. Uh-oh, hold on. I've got all these alarms going off because normally my video is finished by now. That is card number 2 for this Stamp-A-Stack and this video. If you'd like a chance to win these cards, if you just came on, just comment on the video, even on replay, and you'll have a chance to win the 3 I'm making today. But you can make all 4 times 2 in my class. So this is an example of the class. You would have these 2 adorable cards to share with whoever you want. Love the deer. I know, right, Marianne? That deer. Smartest. Okay, there's card number 2. One more card, card number 3, which you know that means it's my favorite design of all the cards. Did I use? No. I'm just going to show this right now. Get it out of the way. On this card, I'm using this embossing folder. It's called Dashing Designs. Why is it called that? I have no clue. It's in the annual catalog. It's not necessarily a holiday image. Let's see if this white will make it show up better. No, not at all. Anyway, you'll see it when I show this green paper, but it's called Dashing Designs. And it's a very, like, a lot of people are like, what are you talking about? What folder is that? And they haven't noticed it in the catalog. It's almost like, I don't know what it's like. To me, it reminds me of like a quilt. It's these rectangles that are on an angle, tilted on an angle, just embossed. I don't know. But it makes a great just generic background for a lot of stuff. Or it can remind you of like a quilt or sewing or warm blanket, basically. I use that on this card. I did use this one, the plaid one that comes with the suite, on the last card that I'm not making today. So you'll see that on that one. The plaid one is a big one. You can, it came back in stock, actually. It did come back in stock. And are there any more dies here? Yes. And on this card today, I'm using the nested, on this card right now, I'm using the Nested Essentials dies, the large and smallest of the coffin shape. Okay, so I just want to get this stuff out of my way. Is why I'm saying all that. And I guess I used this die on card. Oh, you know what? I didn't use this die after all, did I? Oh, no, this one's on the last card, so you don't need to know that. If you want to know about the die I used on the very last card that I'm not going to make, I'm just going to show you. It was Unbounded Love. Okay, why is this over here? Anyway, card number three. Card number 3. Basic white card base. 5.5, 8.5. Cut it in half. Fold it in half. I use the bone folder to fold my card bases in half. I do as much of the actual folding with the bone folder as I can. I align everything on the table, not up here in the air and then shift it down where it can move. No, I just do it on the table, fold. And the bone folder gives you less wrinkles on the inside. This is a white card base and it's going to be portrait direction. Okay, next up. In your packet, we will have embossed. See, this is what the folder looks like. What is that? Does anybody? Thank you, Twyla. Thanks, Juanita, for sharing. Thanks, Corinne. Pikachu. That's what you were saying, Corinne. Thank you. I got to write it down. I'm going to ask Isabel if that looks like Pikachu. I was like, I thought you were spelling the word peach. I'm going to copy your spelling. P-I-C-K. Where is she? A-U. Yes. I think that deer might look like Pikachu. But anyway, that was me and Corinne have a side thing going. That would be a good guy card. Thank you, Tyra. Good guy card right here. Very true. Yes, that plaid is very masculine. Okay, Dashing Designs. Anybody knows what this pattern is, let me know. Other than it's just cute and just use it. Okay. We're going to die cut for you the largest Nested Essentials coffin in Pool Party and the next down in white. You're going to have some kind of scrap of white in your packet like we already talked about. It won't be a little piece like this. There'll be a big piece of white for all the stamped images for this class, but I have to stamp it out. You're going to have a piece of white for a greeting and a real red to go behind it. And measurements are on the blog right now, 11 a.m. Central. I mean, I don't need to say the time. They're there. Stamptherapist.com. And you will cut from your patterned and glimmer paper these 3 rectangles. 2 designer paper, the white red with white bells on it, and the granny apple green with garden green and real red light bulb, strings of light bulbs on it. They're all going to be 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. And one is real red glimmer. You cut those yourself. Anybody recognize the pattern, the layout of this card already? I do it all the time. Okay, we need the other deer that comes in this stamp set, which is the flying deer in Memento Black. Die cut it out. Oh, no, don't die cut it out yet. Hold on. Got black ink on my finger. Then stamp these on it in real red. This is like, what's the word? Not reins. I don't think it's the reins, but it's the harness, I guess, or something that's goes around the neck and the stomach. We're going to stamp it in real red. We're going to put our readers on. We're going to get close. Nope, can't do that. And it's like neck, like a collar, and around the stomach, and then a little strap connecting those. Don't worry that it's not perfect. And then die cut it out. See, this one's not perfect, the opposite direction. Looks fine. Nobody will know. Stamp, stamp, die cut out. Then color. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot something on the last card, on the first card that I colored in, and it makes a big difference. Remember I said you need a white gel pen? Where's that card? Supposed to add the dots to the back of the deer. They look like this. I definitely am not great at this, so don't worry, you don't have to be perfect. I'll do about 3 rows on the big one and 2 rows on the little deer. Yeah, those little white dots. And I need to do that on this deer as well. Okay, which card is which? That's the one with my notes inside. This is the one for the video. White gel pen might take a second to dry, so don't smear it. Okay, color. Same as before. Leave the stomach white. I'm just adding dark pecan pie. That is light pecan pie. I'm just adding dark pecan pie where I want shadows. Based on Stampin' Up's art / the tiny bit of knowledge I have about shadows and light, which isn't really knowledge. It's called copying, but anyway. And then go over the whole thing with light. If you just came on or you're catching this in the middle, I did more detail about the coloring in the first card. And also, don't forget, I'll add those timestamps. So if you can watch on replay, you can skip straight to stamping, straight to online exclusives, straight to card 2, card 1, etc. I have to add those manually today. Also, obviously, when you're coloring, you need to avoid the areas around the reins thing, whatever that's called, harness. And then it looks like you did so much detail coloring. It almost looks like you went in with a white gel pen, but all we did was avoid coloring that. So definitely use the bullet point. This is the pecan light. Go over the dark part, like scribble over it. To blend it all together. Don't be in a rush like I am. I kind of went into the white section right there on accident. So careful, careful around the reins harness thing. Is my head in the video? No. Surprisingly not. And remember, if there's any weird blotchy places, just color over it till it smooths out. You won't damage your paper because this is alcohol based. Put those lids back on right away when you're finished coloring. So they don't dry out fast. Okay, and that's what it looks like. Oh, Carol, so many hearts. I know. Got to watch that replay, right? Oh, you're super late, Carol. Well, I've been going for like 3 hours, so don't worry. It's not you, it's me. I just want to show you all that coloring where you avoid it, and then it's got all the white parts, but you didn't You didn't technically do anything to make it white other than don't color there. I just am really impressed with how that is. Okay, on this, I'm going to do stamping on 2 more things. The white for the greeting, it's a rectangle. And then this white coffin thing will be going up and down. I'm going to grab, where's the stamp? Right here. The snow, and Pool Party, and Real Red. I'm going to use this brush again, the small blending brush. Oh, let me add the white dots on the back of this deer. I'm going to do about 3 rows. Probably should be a little more curved. I did those super straight, but you get the idea. It's just a subtle thing that it adds. Okay, so first we'll add the snow at the top of this coffin shape. My scratch paper. One. I'll figure out what I'm doing. Okay, something like that, just at the top. And then same. I'm not going to go over this in crazy detail because I did already on the first card I made today. Not the first of the video, the first card. Skip to that part when you go to replay if you need to watch this. Skip to card 1. And I have to manually add those, so it takes me a little time to get those added, but then they'll be there forever. See how cute it's going to be. It's got a little sky. It's going to be flying. Yeah, super cute. Greeting is going to say, may all your days be full of cheer. This rectangle. Don't forget, I also have recipe cards on the blog that are printable, or, you know, just view them, your choice. This is a tight fit on this greeting, but that's how I wanted it. Anyway, yeah, you can print those recipe cards, and for these 3 cards, not the 4th one. They have the measurements and supply list. I'm going to attach the greeting to the Real Red piece. Skinny border there. Attach Granny Apple Green that's been embossed with that Dashing Designs embossing folder to the white card base. I just ripped some of that off onto my finger. Skinny border here of white. Attach the white. Stamped with the snow piece to the Pool Party. I'll get this off of my finger. I'm going to pretend like it doesn't bother me, but it bothers me. Got to remove that. Okay. Then I'm going to add adhesive to my 3 pieces of the back of my 3 pieces of designer and specialty paper. And again, this is a pattern I do all the time, which I did not invent, by the way, where you just use these 3 as a background. They look, I'm going to sneak over here and do something sneaky. They look kind of weird at first when nothing's on here, because they're at, yeah, just like that. Literally just copy that. Take a screenshot right now. Do that. So I put down the red, the jingle bells first, then the red glimmer, then the ornaments, and their bottom next on top, in that order. I'm going to add Stampin' Dimensionals to my label, pool party label. And center this right in the middle, so it makes all the weirdness go away from the background. Dimensionals on my deer. As a reminder, this is a class. You can sign up right now. An email, actually, I forgot to say, went out this morning to sign up for this class or join the club. And there will be a link also in the 1 p.m. email today that will take that you can sign up for this class or join the club. And if you're not on my email list, you can join my VIP Facebook group, or you can just contact me for the link to join the club or sign up for the single class. Okay, so deer is going to be just kind of like right there flying, greeting below, just right sort of in the middle of the white, but angled up to the right. She's flying to the right, left to right. And so I put her kind of in the middle where her head is in the snow stars thing. I'm putting the greeting right below where her feet kind of go over the greeting on the bottom left a little bit. It goes across the white label. And so it's flat, like adhesive in the middle and dimensionals on the left and right because this is raised up. So it's all the same level. Then we will add, we got a big white space between the deer and the greeting. And of course we need a double bow here. Where did I put it? Right here. Okay, so we've got our peppermint embellishments. Must be getting hungry. I know, girl, Lori, I'm very hungry. I forgot what I even have. Oh yeah, I gotta make a salad. I'm back. I'm on salad now. I got off my chili phase for now. Dorothy, good morning. Tyra, I noticed that you were. Oh, I forgot. Tyra. Okay, I'll tell you why I forgot. This is my pad. I forgot to use it. If y'all don't know what Tyra's talking about, go watch this video. Everyday Details is the name of the video. Not the full name, but it was with that stamp set. Timestamps and description to take you to 56 minutes about the memento. I do use this, but let me show you proof so you're not like, This is for the class. It's ready to go so I can take it with me to my in-person class. They've got glue dots. They've got all the stamps. They're labeled. They got all the ink they need. Plus, it looks like oh no, they're all right there. I was like, I'm missing an ink. Tweezers. We use that on the card I'm not making today. So I'm using their ink pad for the class. I do still use this one and it does still work. Good question. Sorry, I'm putting everything back that I just knocked over. Okay. I'm going to put one little small peppermint up here top left and in the weirdly floating in the sky. And then a medium and a large down here bottom right in that blank space above the greeting, below the deer. Then my bow, let's see what else y'all are doing. How many of each stamp set do you buy for classes? I am lucky that I have like almost like a partner in Landa. She pretty much buys everything I do. I do not tell her or ask her to do that. She just does it. She always tells me, okay, new catalog came out. What are you using next? And I'm like, you don't have to do that, but she does it. Anyway, so I borrow them from Landa. So it's very rare when I have to buy two sets. We also, the way we are able to rotate our customers from class to class, we usually can make it so that everybody has access to the stamps. So currently I only buy one. Now, if Landa ever quits doing that, I'm only for this is my biggest class as far as attendance and needing extra. I probably would have to buy two, which is perfectly fine. If you have a class big enough that you have to buy 2 bundles, you're doing good and it's fine, if that makes sense. That's how I look at it. If I can get by with 1, I have a smaller class, smaller investment, you know, but bigger class, bigger sales, bigger commissions, buy 2 bundles if needed. Where am I looking for? Glue dots. Hopefully that makes sense. Lori, literally, where did I put these glue dots? The bow's going to go right here. They must be right in front of me. Oh, did I put them back in? No. Oh, gosh. Just forget it. Pretend I glued that, dotted that on. It's going to go right here, bottom left of the greeting. And that is card number 3. Let me show you this one that has a glue dot on it. That is card number 3. My favorite, just I think because it's so colorful. I don't know. Yeah, I know. That is great that Landa lets me do that. In fact, she's bringing the reindeer set to me today to mount for class. Literally. She's like, I'll bring it today. I'm like, cool. Class is a week and a half from now, but she'll let me get it ready early. Okay, that's card number 3. Of course, it's bugging me where my glue dots are. From the Stampin' Stack class. Also, if you want a chance to win these cards I just made, just make a comment on the video, even on replay. No problem. You will be entered and have that chance to win just by commenting. If you share the video, comment that you shared so you can be entered a second time. Then in addition, these are the cards from my Stampin' Stack class for October 2024. So if you have not signed up for that class, you can do that by Sunday, October, let me check the date, October 13th. And you'll be entered to win. And okay, I don't know what I said, but if you share it, comment that you shared, and that's the second entry. I got mixed up. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you very much. I'm liking this bundle more and more. It's so cute. Oh, I have some other samples to show y'all as well after I show you this one. But this is the 4th card, which I personally think is really cute. These are designer paper deer. One's die cut, one's hand cut. But look, we got the heart, the glimmer heart. Don't worry, Landa's going to cut that for you in case you don't own that die. It's from the hot air balloon dies. We're going to wrap this twine around 3 times, tie it in a bow. That's what the tweezers are for. There's that little banner, label from those Unbounded Love dies. Anyway, that is the 4th card from this class. So definitely make sure y'all sign up. You know, sign up. It'll be awesome. You'll get the PDF tutorial. You can also take PDF tutorials only, but the way I sell these for this class is a bundle of 4 classes for only $30, which is a huge savings. The individual PDFs are $15 each. So you get all 4 for 30. Okay, there's the class. Don't forget I have these recipe cards over on the blog at 11 a.m. Central. I keep saying that. 1 hour ago, I posted these recipe cards. They should be there. I have to check everything after this video, all my links, but hopefully that worked. And then I'm going to bring the camera up. Thank you, Ellen and Virginia, Pauline. Thank you so much. Carol, thank you. Thank you very much. Pauline shared. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you, Lori. Glad you love them. Xana wants to win. Yes, yes, yes. I know, Lori. Wouldn't it be awesome if you could just magically blink and be in Texas? And you would get to meet all my awesome helpers, too. If I only had the paper, I could get away with cutting out images. Exactly. Sue, that paper, Sue's right. Like, you could get away without having the stamp set if you just had the designer paper. Which went unorderable, but it's coming back. And of course, you can just get it in my class. Okay, I'm going to bring the camera up. I don't know, probably look a hot mess. These won't be the best way to share these samples, but here are more ideas using this bundle. So that is a sampler from my retreat. Sorry. If you see this piece here, that was my, and I designed this sampler, but that was my inspiration for my card that I made, number 2. Here's, where is it? There's a deer where I didn't do the white. Anyway. Okay. Then these are some card samples. I apologize for the glare, but if I take them out, I have to put them back in, and it's a whole thing. This card. This one is actually inspiration for the card I made today, but this is the fun fold where it's a Z fold out. This one is a swap I've received. The glare is terrible. More swaps I've received. And then more from my class, the retreat down here. So, oh, this is similar also to this card I made today, but different. And I think that's all actually. I had them on 2 boards, but I was able to consolidate it somehow. So anyway, thank y'all very much for hanging in with me. If you did, for I'm putting it back down because I don't like that. For 3 hours today. If you came in late, you can go back and watch the replay of the beginning earlier. I showed all my new online exclusives. If you came in early and left and you came back and watched the replay and caught this part, thank you very much. Either way, it doesn't matter. Thank you for your support. And I am going to eat lunch now, as I'm at 2 hours, 59 minutes and 49 seconds right now. Let's make it 3 even. Anyway, thank you for your support, whatever you do. It's all helpful. So thank you very much. Y'all have a great week, and I should be back next Thursday, 9 a.m. Central, with a regular, normal video, not a 3-hour one, only 2 hours. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye. Thanks, Anna. Bye.